Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey. Happy Thursday. Hey everybody. It's been a while. It has been a long while since we had a live. Okay? It really has. What y'all been doing? What's been going on? Or as Nene was singing on that interview, what's going on? What's going on? Damn, Nene. Oh, child, I'm not about to play. Hey, y'all. So, this is our first Ready to Love live of the season. We are going to get together and talk about Ready to Love Dallas. I want to know what y'all think of the cast. What do you think of the first two? Or is it 2 or 3 episodes? Child, I don't even know. I think this is the third episode that we did on Friday. And I think this right here is going to be the fourth. So, yeah, I want to know what y'all think about the first 3 episodes, what y'all think about the cast. And, we're just going to get into it for about an hour. So, here we go. Let me speak to y'all. Hey, Terry. Hey, RLM. She said, man, these YouTube streets has been lonely without you. What up, though? Nothing, chilling. Listen, y'all, I wasn't feeling that great when I did that Real Housewives of Atlanta review on Sunday. I just was not child. Look, I'm just slowly getting myself back together. Like, I feel like ever since I turned 40, I just been feeling bad every other week. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But anywho, I'm trying to get myself together, but I'm trying not to overexert myself. But I wanted to talk to y'all, because I feel like I haven't gone live in a long time. Well, I know I haven't gone live in a long time. So I was like, let me just do a live and talk to my people for about an hour, not exert too much energy so I can be at full strength for tomorrow. Because, on Fridays, I have 2 shows and I like to get them out before you start your day on Saturday. And so I want to keep with that. So I'm going to keep it short. Y'all hold me to keeping it short. Anywho, hey, Michelle. Let me see. Hey, Ariana. Hey, Danny. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Teflon. Hold on, let me go down. Hey, Angel. Hey, Dr. Ivory Pearl. Hey, El Young. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Miss AKA Ren. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Make It Make Sense Queen. Hey, Apple Charm. Hey, Cammy. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Nessa Girl. Hold on, let me go down. Hey, Monique. Hey, Sephora. Hey, JB. Hey, A. Hey, little baby. Hey, Five. Hey, Chow. Hey, Meredith. Let me go down. 10, ZZ, Olympia. Hey, G Dot. Hey, Amazing Dreams. Hey, TT. Hey, Grace Redefined. Hey, Miranda. Hey, Brenda Man. Hey, Gina. Hey, I am Kaya. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Hey, Glowing Butterfly. Hey, N. Williams. Roller Baby. Booked and Busy. Hey, Katie Pop. Look, Katie said, hey, Misha, girl, you started exactly at 8. Now, y'all know I do not like to be late. Y'all know I do not play about being on time. I can't stand late people. Listen, I know, life be life and everything. And sometimes you just got to be running a little bit late. I will literally be sitting outside of a place for 20, 25 minutes, baby. I will not be late. I don't like to ride with people. I can't go nowhere with my mama because I already know she's going to be late. So I have to lie to her and tell her it starts 2 hours ahead so she can actually get there 15 minutes late. I mean, I just can't. And it also might have to do with the school and everything because class starts promptly at 8 a.m. and that door will be locked. Honey, sorry to this man if you don't get inside. The door is closed, honey. You either on the inside or you on the damn outside. It ain't nothing I can do for you, honey. Go down to the office, get yourself a pass, come on back, and then we can get into it if we gonna get into it. Because other than that, it ain't nothing I can do for y'all. It just really ain't nothing I can do for you. Teflon, thank you. Yeah, y'all go ahead and hit the like button for me, please. This is our first live of the season. Hey to everybody that's joining me. There are 186 of you on this live right now. It's probably not going to be a lot of people on here because, of course, this is an impromptu live. And I plan on having them on Saturdays instead of Thursdays because Thursdays are usually reserved for Married at First Sight when they come back. So we're going to do it on Saturdays moving forward, but just be on the lookout. But thank y'all so much for joining me for this live. We're going to get into this season of Ready to Love Dallas. Let's meet the cast. Let's get into it, and I want to hear what y'all feel about them because, I can get a sense of it through comments, but the comments are so many, and it's like I'm trying to respond to all of them, and I just get overwhelmed, which is a good problem because some people don't get comments on their videos, and that's not good. So I'm happy that y'all like to talk to me. But then it's like, okay, girl, yes, I feel the same way. Then I look at the other comment. I'm like, girl, wait a minute, that's a good point. Then I look at the other comment. I'm like, okay, I need to have a live because I can't get into it with all these people. I just can't do it. So I feel like we need to talk to each other. So we don't forget to comment though. Okay, now hold on. I'm not telling y'all don't comment. Please comment, like, and subscribe and whatnot. But I also want to talk to y'all too every week so we can really get into it. Thank you, child. Hey, Shayna. And so we can really get into it. So anywho, let's get into the cast. So here are all the ladies. We're gonna go from top left down to the bottom over in the corner with Tequila, honey. This is a fool. Okay, so up at the top in the purple is Kira, aka Boots. Okay, because y'all know she gonna wear them boots if she don't do nothing else. So up there is Kira. Next to her is Leanne. That's the one that wanted to know what's your name, what's your sign. Soon as he buy that wine, I just creep her from behind. Honey, all she care about is the sign. Are you an Aries? Oh, and speaking of Aries, she's right on the side of Jessica, who is on the side of Leanne. She just want to know everybody's sign. Baby, what are you talking about at this big grown age? Ma'am, I think you are a very nice lady, but it's got to be more to it than just what is the sign, honey. What? Anywho, next to her is Jessica. Jessica kind of reminded me of myself when they had that initial mixer. When I forgot who it was, told her she looked cute, and she was like, "Oh, thank you, child." I was like, "Yeah, that's definitely me." But I don't say child. I might say, "Oh, thank you, boo." Because listen, if I don't know your name or I'm trying to remember it, I say boo. So if you ever hear me say, "Oh, thanks, boo," that means I can't pronounce your name, I forgot it, or something like that. So I just fill it in with that. So I probably would have been like, "Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks, boo." I always do that. Next to her is Aries. Next to Aries is Sierra. Sierra is next to her. Now, Sierra is switching her wigs, honey. She uses her short hair sometimes. She's giving them very much Halle. Then she goes to the long tresses, giving Beyonce, honey, not Beyonce, but Beyonce. So, sometimes she switch it up. Child. Back over here on the left-hand side below Kira, aka Boots, we have Janelle. Hey, girl. Next to her in the red, we have Lee. Then we have Unique. Okay. And next to her, we have Tequila. Okay. All right. We have Tequila, child. Let's just get let's just keep going. So then we meet the men. Okay. At the top left, we have Chris. Then we have next to him Philip, Mr. Marvin, 50 Shades of Grey. Next to him, we have Quentin. Now, listen, y'all, I don't know how I ended up on this, okay? Because I just be minding my Black-owned business, but not really. And so I was on the Google, and I was trying to get all these pictures, right? So I'm on the Google, and I put in Chris 2.0 because he doesn't have a cast photo. So up pops Quentin's TikTok. So I was like, oh, okay, I got a break. Let me make a TikTok. So, child, let me go over here and look. So, baby, while I look over there, he's a Q. And he had all kinds of like videos and stuff, baby. The girls all swooning all in the comments and whatnot. I said, oh, okay, so he's a Q. And y'all know I am a sucker for a Kappa. So I really didn't do it for me. But I was over there looking at his page, and he seems well-rounded. And I don't know what they were saying when they were saying like he doesn't date Black girls, baby. That TikTok says otherwise. And I didn't see him not liking Black girls. And I can usually pick up on that. Like, yeah, he one of those, child. He don't want us. But I didn't get that from Quentin, and I don't know why they got it, but we'll get into it. Next to him is Brandon. Brandon keeps remarrying his wife or whatever he got going on, child. He love that woman. Go and work that thing out, child. Down over to the left again, underneath Chris, we have Herbert, who has on like the maroon. Next to him is Marie. Marie is such a nice guy, just as wholesome as he want to be. I don't think he gonna make it, child. I don't think. Next to him is Red, giving very much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't resist. Oh, I couldn't resist. Baby Red, give me Donatello all day, honey. Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, honey. All we need is Master Splinter. I guess that'll be... I must be stopped. I guess Tommy will be Master Splinter. I said, somebody get Red a pizza. Oh, child, I'm not finna play. I'm not finna play. Red, you get on my nerve, child. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Next to him is Habibi playing in them people clothes. Habibi, goodbye and good night. Ain't nobody got time to play with you, boy. So these are all the men, and that is all the women. So now let's go through them individually. So we have Chris. What y'all think about Chris? I mean, I think nice guy, you know. Oh, and let me say this while I'm on Chris. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, because y'all know we haven't talked in a while. So then when we get to talk, I feel like we really need to talk. I put out a review for Ready to Love last Friday, and it was like at midnight or something. And so it was late when I was actually doing the review because, like I said, I like to put the reviews out and y'all wake up to them in the morning, like Christmas, you know, like, oh my gosh, let me run downstairs and see if the review is up. Okay, so I like to do that. So tell me why. I'm halfway listening when him and Katarina were on their date. Now, I know he said something about him being Nigerian. Listen, y'all, it was episode 3. Do y'all know how many people blew me up in the comments because I said something like Katarina said she was from somewhere similar? I didn't actually hear where she said she was from. And I think I correlated her saying that to her looking like that could be his sister. Because to me, they look like they could be siblings. And this person, okay, which I think, let me just explain something. When you come for somebody, do not put I still love you though, or respectfully, because it's still gonna get you blocked. Because I know you mean it disrespectfully, so don't do it. Okay, don't do it. I put this review out in the middle of the damn night. I went back and rewatched the episode tonight before I did this live, and she said that she was from Sierra Leone. If I would have heard that, y'all know dang on well that I am going to give you a whole lot of detail. So I'm going to tell you exactly precisely where she was from. But somebody felt it in their spirit to tell me I was cringy. Oh, the fact that you said that was so cringy, but I still love you, girl. No, you don't, because you just insulted me. Okay, I mean, what? Baby, don't insult me. Okay, if you want to do your own reviews and if you want to put your own stuff up and you want to sit down and get it verbatim and bring it to the people before they wake up, then please do that. But this is episode 3. I don't know everybody. And quite frankly, these shows are a lot of moving parts. So when somebody goes on a date and they sit down and they having a 15-minute conversation, sometimes I miss things. But y'all, that heated me high. Baby, I was reading them comments. I said, I know y'all goddamn lying. Baby, I know y'all lying, honey. Hey, cold-blooded. So, okay, so this is Chris. Let me see what y'all think. Because, baby, thank you, Miss Bug. She said folks can be so critical. And ain't doing a damn thing. Baby, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it, honey. Go on, do it. But don't be insulting me, child. I'm not putting up with that no more. Now, I used to just block it and just continue on by my business. But no, you going to get read out in the public. I'm sick of this. Okay? I'm a nice lady, but don't start. Okay? Don't do it. Okay, so let me go. Here's Chris. So this is what y'all think of Chris. Let me see. For me, I think Chris is a handsome guy. I think he's a nice guy. You know, I feel like I don't know. I think Chris is just an all-around nice guy. I watched a review that he was doing with Crystal XO. Shout out to Crystal XO. And he seemed pretty well-rounded. He seemed like a nice guy, but I mean, you just never know. Okay, so Sephora said Chris is real handsome. Jackie said boring and uninteresting. Girl, is it giving sleepy time tea? Meredith said, I love Chris. Okay, Habibi playing in them people's clothes. I ain't got time to play with him. Diaz said, Chris is cute. Okay. Little baby said, I just want to hunch on him. Little baby. Listen, that's how I feel about Christopher, honey. And it ain't nothing I can do with that 34-year-old man. Did you hear me? I said, oh, honey. When I rewatched that episode and he was just talking, oh my gosh, I could just sit there and listen to him talk all day long. And then when he said, yeah, and you know, he was telling her that he used to be a teacher. I said, well, baby, I'll stay after school for you. Put me in detention. Oh, that man, no, he's so cute. Oh, honey. Okay, so Lady for Life said, Chris is sexy, beautiful smile. He does have a pretty smile. Hey, another round. Another round says short but attractive. He is giving little bito. Because when Katrina, I'm not Katrina. Sorry, Katarina. When Katarina came for the date and she stood up and hugged him, I said, now what is happening? Child. Okay. Anywho, Sister Girl Speak said he is cute. M Town Libra said, I like Chris. He seems like a really nice guy. He does. He does seem very nice. What's up, Colin? Miss 86 Hazel Eyes said, Chris is short. He's gonna my culture us to. Okay, so that's what I wanted to bring up. Sir, we get it. Okay? We get it. And we give a damn. Okay. Normally I say we don't give a damn, but we give a damn. Okay. But you don't have to say it every 5 minutes. We got it. Okay. We got it. I'm like, boy, why are you saying this every 5 minutes? LBJ fan said Chris is very hot. He's kind of boring, lacks personality, but he seems nice. Yeah, he does. Child, I'm sitting up here thinking I'm talking to y'all, and I am not talking to y'all at all. Okay, so back to Marie, honey, because I was really going in on Marie. Thank y'all for telling me. So, okay, so this is what I was saying about Marie. I said Marie seems like a nice guy. He's very handsome, but I don't know if his woman is there because I was watching the interaction. Like I told y'all, I had just got through watching the show before I came on here. I was watching the interaction between he and Jessica. She didn't seem all that into it. Jessica just seems like, you can put me with anyone and I will have a conversation, and I will get to know them because I'm a nice lady. But I didn't see sparks. But for him, baby, Jessica was the best thing he ever seen. I said, baby, he loved him some Jessica, don't he? When she walked in on that date, he was like, oh my gosh, Jessica's so beautiful. I was like, oh, Marie, that's so sweet. I feel like Marie is the nice guy that might get turned down a lot. Now, I'm just making an assumption, but you know how sometimes, you know, people that don't have that right mind be like, oh, he's too nice, so I can run over him. I feel like he might be one of those guys. I feel like that. Another round said, Misha ain't paying us no mind. Sis, I'm going to speak my speech. Wait a minute. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, wait. Okay, y'all can hear me now, though, right? Somebody tell me if they can hear me. Okay, clearly y'all can because I see some of y'all responding to what I'm saying about Marie. Okay. Child, I was gone for a minute, honey. I've been gone for a minute now, back with the jump off. Goons in the club, case something jumps off. I was gone, but I'm back. Oh, child. Child, this is a fool. Do you hear me? Okay, Tam Carr said, I don't think his woman is there either. I don't think Kira can go. Marie, I'm sorry, but I think you can go. Herbert, you can also go. Red, go with them. Um, it's a group of y'all. It's a group of y'all that just should go. It really is. Dorica said, oh, good pictures, because I don't remember half these folks. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said we need to get together and talk. Donnie N. Williams, she said he loved Jessica Child. Oh, baby, he thinks she's just the best thing ever. And I actually think it's so cute because you always want them to like you a little bit more than you like them, honey. I need you to like me just a little. I need you to be a little bit more smitten with me, okay? But yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I don't think his woman is there. Little baby said, I think he's desperate to get a mother for that baby because he tired. Now he looking for another parent. I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play with you. Hey, Fun Size Jim, thank you for becoming a member. She said his eyes lit up. Girl, didn't they light up? I said, baby, look at him. He lit the hell up when Jessica walked in. Baby, she wasn't paying him no mind. Came in and sat down just as good. So I'm like, hey, hi, how's everybody doing? Honey, she didn't care. Allison said his teddy bear action might change some minds. It could, because you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. In my younger years, I didn't really go for a man physically like Maurier. That's not my type. I'm more like a Chris, but if Chris were a little bit taller, because baby, I like him tall. Do you hear me? But if Chris were a little bit taller and his like, the way he is, that would be my type. Because I don't think I really have a type. I just think if you're nice and we get to know each other, it's cool. Because I done dated some people that people are like, girl, who is this? My man, my man, my man. That's who it is. And what else is going on? And they would always be like, girl, is that's your man? And is any other questions? But, I would never look at a guy like Maurier. But now that I'm older, I don't lead with, oh, okay, well, I don't normally date guys that are heavier or that are aesthetically this way. Now I'm just like, look, if you're a nice guy, we have things in common. You like me for me, I like you for you. You're building, I'm building, and we can build something together. Cool. And you have to stay in your own damn house. You cannot stay with me. And speaking of that, y'all, and then we're gonna get back into what y'all think about Maurier. Listen, a whole bunch of people were talking about me because I said that I did not ever want to live with another man. I like my space. I want him to have his space and me to have mine. And then we come together, when we come together. So y'all, I'm just randomly scrolling on the TikTok because I'm really not feeling all that great. Okay. But I had got a gust of wind. So I set up or whatever. And I found my people. There was this lady on TikTok and she was saying that, her and her man, they don't live together, but they meet downstairs for lunch or breakfast or something she was saying. And y'all would not believe how many comments people were in the comments like, yeah, that's the same setup I want. I don't want to live with my man. I don't want to live. I was like, oh, my people. Y'all, I thought I was all by myself. I was like, people gonna think I'm crazy, child. I do not want to live with a man. I just don't. I really don't. I don't know if it's because I've had so many poor, experiences living with a man, or I really just think I thrive better in my own space. I don't want to clean up after you, child. You stay in your place and I'm gonna stay in mine, and we'll meet for the to get into it and go to Pound Town and whatnot. But other than that, no, we ain't doing nothing together. Deidre said, give me a sweet, semi-big dude that lives for the Lord. Deidre, yes, please, please live for God. They be the absolute best to their women most of the time. Well, I met my crazy, stalkerish, insane ex-husband, the first one, in church. And baby, when I tell you he was praising the Lord on Sunday and beating me within an inch of my life on Monday. Okay, because sometimes it don't always work out. Okay, and I'm just so happy to be out of that. And I'm happy God, placed me on the outside of it. And now I can look back and be happy that he gave me an out. But I was just, child, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother video for another day, child. But yeah, love the Lord and whatnot. But Didn't the Explorer said, I met a stalker cop in church. Girl, wait a minute, because you gotta watch them cops. So one night, let me give y'all a story time that's really a story time, real quick. So one night I was coming from my friend's house. Okay, so we had just got through going out in Houston, child. This is when it really was popping. Okay, so it's probably really popping right now, honey. But I just be in the house with my son. So okay, so we went out, and so I was like, this when I was fearless, child. I'd be outside all times of night by myself, just riding around, getting gas in the middle of the night, talking on the phone, not paying attention to my surroundings. When things seem safe. So, child, I leave my friend's house, and my friend lives on the south side. So I'm on my way to, if you're from Houston, I'm on my way to Pearland. So I get to Pearland and I stop and I get some gas. Now I see this cop pull in behind me, but I really wasn't thinking nothing of it because I'm like, I ain't do nothing wrong. And I got insurance, I got all this kind of stuff. My lights work. I'm good. I use my signal. So we fine. So, child, I pull into the gas station. I get out. Now, mind you, I got on this tight little dress. Now I have some slippers on because I told y'all we had just got through coming from going out. So I get out the car and I'm going into the gas station. The cop's still sitting there. So I'm thinking, oh, I got some protection. The cop's watching out for me. So, baby, I get out the car. I go in there, pay for the gas, come back out. Mind y'all, it's about like 2:00 in the morning. Baby, I would never do this today's date. But it was like 2:00 in the morning. I come back out. So I go to the store pumping my gas or whatever. So I pump the gas and I get inside to wait for the pump to stop. So the cop gets out and he comes up to the window and he's like knocking on the window or whatever. And I'm like, what do you want? So, since he had a badge on and whatnot, I really wasn't that scared, but I was kind of scared. And he was a good looking cop. So I'm like, okay, let me let the window down. I was like, yes, Mr. Officer. No, I'm just kidding. But I was like, yes. And he was like, what you doing out this late? I'm thinking to myself, do you have a citation to write me? Otherwise, why? So I was just like, I just went out with my friend. Now, mind you, I'm thinking in my mind, do I have any warrants? Okay. Because the 20s is a blur. So I was just like, oh, child, please don't ask me for my government name. Because, they be running your license plate and all kind of stuff to try to get your business. So I told him that I had went out with a friend. And he was like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So he pulls out my pump, puts it back in there, puts it back into the little thing and, to hang it up or whatever. He hangs the phone up. So I'm still in the car talking to him through the window. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. So he's like, well, you really shouldn't be out this late by yourself. Where do you live? And I'm thinking to myself, why? So I ended up telling him, down the street and around the corner, because I wasn't going to give you my real address. So he goes, well, let me get your name and your phone number. He was like, I think you're very beautiful. I would love to take you out. Let me get your name and your phone number. So I'm like, okay, but at the same damn time, you a cop. So I give him another name and I give him my sister's number. Okay, I mean, that's just something we did, honey. She'll be all right. So I give him my sister's number or whatever. He ends up calling my sister. So now she pissed because he done called her at 2:30 in the morning. Sir, why are you calling me? Like, what you think you finna do? So my sister called me, telling my girl, why you get this man my number? He calling at 2:30 in the morning. Girl, you're fine. You're fine. Okay? You're all right. You're 19 years old. You'll be fine. So anywho, I was like, girl, just answer the phone, honey. And so she was like, I'm gonna give him your number. And I was like, that's cool. You can give him my real number. So she ended up texting him, call me on this number. And so he actually called my real phone. So when I answered the phone, y'all, the man was like, why you lie to me? He didn't say hello or nothing. And now mind y'all, I gave him a fake name. So he was like, why you lie to me? And I'm like, hello, who is this? And he was like, this is Officer Fine. And I'm just gonna call him Officer Fine because he was fine. So he was like, this is Officer Fine. And he's like, why you lie to me? So I'm thinking he's talking about why I lie to him about the phone number. I'm not thinking of the name. So I said, well, I just don't normally be just giving my number out. I said, so I gave you somebody else's number and, whatever. Now in the back of my mind, I'm getting scared because my daddy told me a long time ago, stay away from the army men and stay away from the police officers. But I ain't never listened. I married an army man and now I'm talking to the police officer. So I'm like, okay. So he was like, yeah. So he ends up telling me my government name. And I said, how did you get my name? And he said, it's registered with your driver's license, which I ran while you were in there getting gas. Y'all, this man had my driver's license number. He had my full government name. He told me about tickets I had back in the Gap. And I'm thinking to myself, I know you damn lying. I said, why would you run my license plate? You didn't pull me over for any reason. I said, why would you do that? And he was like, well, I meet a lot of women and some of them like to lie like you. And all I could think of was, oh my God, this man gonna have my address and he gonna show up at my house. When I tell y'all I was shaking in my damn boots, listen, I had just walked in the house, okay? When I say just, y'all know how you be having a whole bunch of keys and they be rattling and whatnot. Baby, I picked them keys up. They was clink, 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 clink. Baby, I grabbed that cell phone, hopped back in my car. I jumped on the freeway, went back to my friend's house, was banging on her door. She was like, girl, what is wrong with you? I said, girl, let me in this damn house. The cop is stalking me. And she was like, what? So I had to explain to her what was going on. And I was like, girl, I got to spend the night over here because what if he knows my address? And she was like, girl, why would you give a cop your phone number? I said, I didn't give him my phone number. I gave him my sister's. She was like, girl, they can run your license plate. That's how they pull you over and know you don't have no insurance or no registration. Girl, what's wrong with you? So now I'm just freaking out. The friend cussing me out. And I'm like, bitch, let me in here. I have to lay down. Oh my goodness. So I'm cussing out. She cussing me out. I'm cussing out the cop. The cop calling the phone. The cop like, I'm going to arrest you for being fine. And baby, it was just too much. I had to end up changing my phone number, honey. And I was just like, oh, I'm never doing that again. I changed my phone number. And then I called my daddy the next morning and asked him how to get a new license plate. I was doing all kinds of stuff. My nerves were so bad. He was telling me everything about me. From then on, I said I would never deal with another cop, honey, at all. And then the crazy part about that is when I very first got my license, okay, I was 17 years old because my mom was like, you can't get no license when you're 16. But she let me get one when I was 17. She was trying to keep my finest in the house and whatnot. So I was like, okay. So she ends up letting me get my driver's license. I'm, trying to speed to my boyfriend's house because I'm really not supposed to be over on that side of town, honey. I don't live nowhere near over there. So I'm going to my boyfriend's house and I'm speeding down the street. As I get to the light, I see a cop. And, I kind of panicked a little bit, but I was like, okay, cool. He didn't see me because he didn't get behind me. So we're fine. I go through the light. He gets behind me. He pulls me over. He pulls me over, asked me to get out the car. I had never gotten a ticket before in my life. So I was confused. I was like, what am I getting out of the car for? But okay. So I get out of the car. Mind y'all, I'm 17 years old. This grown ass man says to me, where are you on your way to? And I said, I'm on my way home. He said, where are you coming from? Now, mind you, it's summertime. I got on like a little short mini skirt. I got on like a tank top. I'm 17 years old. Okay. So he was like, well, I won't write you a ticket if you give me your number. I was 17. Okay. Granted, I did look a little bit older, but I didn't look old enough for you to be asking me for my number, and you're a grown man. So I look at him and I said, I'm 17. He said, oh, okay, it can be just between the two of us. He said, I'm only 23. I don't give a damn if you 47. I am 17. And I'm about to call my boyfriend, and he plays football, and he will beat you up. He will beat you up. Baby, them cops cannot be trusted. Do you hear me? Mm-mm-mm. No offense to the cops that will listen to the playback, okay? No offense to y'all, honey. Please don't run my plates. But that man scared the hell out of me, and I will never give another cop my phone number, not my name, not my phone number, nothing. And it's just so crazy because I ended up getting pulled over maybe like a month ago or something. I wasn't even speeding. I don't even know what this man was doing. But anywho, he let me go because he really was summoning the car behind me and not me. So he pulls me over, and I was just like, I wasn't speeding. I'm confused. He's like, oh no, go ahead. It wasn't you. I was trying to flag down the person behind you, which the other cop got and pulled him over. And I was just thinking the whole time, Lord, please do not let this man ask me for any information, child. Because I keep thinking back to that. Ever since that happened to me, that's just a no-go for me. Now, honey, I don't know how we got to this story time. Okay, Dina, this is how we got to the story time. So yeah, that's the story time. That's really a story time. Oh, honey, I was so scared, y'all. That man pulled my name. I was like, what the hell? And then he told me that I had gotten a traffic ticket at the college that I had went to. And he was telling me all kinds of stuff about myself. And the fact that he didn't even say hello, he was just like, why you lie to me? I'm like, oh, no, honey. I'm not interested, child. I said, I would never do that again. Dina said, I hadn't read Nini's book, Never Make the Same Mistakes Twice. So I went out with an investigator that shined his lights in my window in the middle of the, girl, I know you can lie. Oh, girl, not that shine they light in the car. They said arrest for you being fine. Is that a pickup line? Child, I don't know. It's just crazy, honey. Houston is a mess, child. Baby, Texas something else. I was so insulted earlier today. Okay, we're gonna get back on track in just a second, honey. I ain't talked to y'all in a while, so just give me your ear for 2 seconds. So I was watching this video, and the person on the video, she was like speaking very ignorantly about men and her taste in men. And she was saying that certain men are boring. Everybody has their preference and everything, but as I was listening to her, I was just like, how is that boring? Like, what you want him to wear is pants around his ankles and wear a bandana around his head? Like, what exactly are you looking for? Okay, what are you looking for? As I'm listening to the thing, so I'm listening to the video, and one of the ladies was like, oh, she must be from Houston. She's either from Houston or because they couldn't figure out where the lady was from. And they were like, she has to be either from Texas, preferably Houston, or she's probably from Atlanta. And I was just thinking to myself, why do you think this lady who cannot articulate a thought and string together a sentence is from Houston? I was very offended. Do you hear me? I'm like, first of all, and then there was this man on there, and he was saying, I don't like women that watch reality TV and that like to hear about celebrity gossip. I don't like women. Listen, whatever you prefer is what you prefer, but people are multifaceted, okay? People have different layers, honey. We're onions. We're not just one way. Yes, I can hang in the boardroom, and I can also hang with the dope boys. I mean, it just depends on what day of the week it is. So I don't want to be judged because I like to watch reality TV. And really and truly, yes, certain shows I have outgrown, but I think what I'm holding on to is the fact that it's an escape. Now some of these shows are hard to watch because it's like, why y'all treating each other like that? Like, what are y'all doing? But then on the flip side, I'm like, you know what? I've had a bad day. I'm going through a custody battle. I got a fool as an ex. and or soon to be ex-husband. And I just want to escape. Like I want to watch these people go on a date and watch Tequila wear her trash bag shirt and fight with Janelle. Like I don't want to have to deal with the real life issues right now. Okay. I just exactly Chauncey talking about she must be from Houston. I'm like, boy, shut up. But yeah, I just feel like this is just an escape for me. So when I watch these shows, it's to have fun, it's to kiki, it's to have a good time. It's not to be so like, oh, let's talk about the politics and the yes, I like to talk about those things, but at the same time, this is not what this channel was created for. And I just was kind of a hit dog that was hollering when he said that. Because what you mean you don't like women that what does that mean? That means that we're uneducated because we watch reality TV and we love a good celebrity gossip. Like, anyway, child, whatever. Anywho, back to the mess. Hey, Yvette. I stayed in Dallas my whole life and met a police officer. He was very scary, knew my every move. See, Yvette? See, that's what I'm talking about. And when that man called me and told me my government name, I said, oh, hell no. I would never do that again. Mm-mm. Hey, Grace. Hey, Miss Misha. Missed catching your lives. Yeah, we back. Thank you, M. Sharice. It's mindless entertainment. Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. You think we're watching this for thought-provoking conversation? Oh, M. Sharice, what did you think about what Kenya had to say? Like, this is not what this is for. Okay, I have a throwback channel where I am reviewing Flavor of Love. If that ain't the most... Child, if that ain't the most ratchet television, I don't know what is, child. Anywho, moving on. Okay, on over to Herbert. I think Herbert is a nice guy, but again, I don't think Herbert's woman is here. He can go with Marie. I just don't think I just don't think it ain't gonna work. Hey, Sean. Elle said, I dated a cop and he was the best person I've. Was he? I'm happy you had a good experience. That one scared me. They probably not all like that, but he scared me. LBJ said Herbert. Next, skip. Okay, we can skip him. Moving forward. Let's move on forward. All right, next up is Habibi. Honey, we all know how we feel about this. And do y'all know he is charging people to interview him? Boy, if you don't go on with them ashy lips. And somebody sent me a picture of him when he was in the service. And I was like, you would have never thought that that was Habibi. He looked totally different. I wish I had that picture. I don't have it, but yeah, he definitely is being somebody that he's not. And the fact that Tequila liked him, I mean, I guess she saw the good in him or whatever. But y'all, anyway. Katie, you don't like Marie? Why? Wait a minute. It's all a red flag. It sure is. Yes, Lexi, he is charging people. I think it's $1,000 to interview him. I'm like, sir, you were on our screen for all of 2.2 seconds. Get out of here. And I mean, we keep it Ready to Love alive, but it ain't no show that's just primetime TV where everybody waiting with bated breath on a Friday night to see you. Boy, goodbye and good night. Shayna said Habibi is a producer plant. I'm convinced. Gotta be. He gotta be. It does sound like Grand Marnier, don't it? It does. Miss Hazel, Miss 86 Hazel I said, what's good in Habibi? Where? I don't know, girl. She must have saw something. And Sierra was saying he was handsome. I don't even get that, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, honey. I don't know. M. Cherie said, I think Marie would accept just about anyone. I said that too, M. Cherie. I said, I feel like he's one of those guys that probably is such a nice guy and he gets turned down a lot. He's the person that likes you if you like him. And I don't like that for him. I really don't. I don't like that for him. Hey, Kathleen. They ain't giving nothing. Do you hear me, Israel? I'm sorry, but the men this season aren't giving not a damn thing. Okay? Not nothing. Nikki said, Habibi is cute, but not cute enough for his antics. Yuck. Okay, girl. Acting a full-on fool. Do you hear me? Yeah, it's the beard. Uh-huh. It is. It is. You know what? You're right. Because on that picture that they showed from him when he was in the armed forces, he didn't have a beard and he looked totally different. And I was like, who is that? Who is that, honey? Christine said, please, he's not worth 1,000. He ain't worth 1,000 pennies. I said, what? $1,000? Katie said, nope. I feel like Marie was trying to pull a sympathy card and it didn't go his way. And then he got mad and tried to get old girl eliminated. But no, okay. I see your point, Katie. But at the same time, Leanne was not. So she wasn't right though. Anyway, I don't think he was really pulling a sympathy card. I think that he was really talking to her about his dad because he had just had a conversation with, I think it was Tequila, about his dad. So I think he just felt like, okay, let me open up and talk to her about that. Because what I really feel is they all were repeating the same things just to different people. Because you have Tequila, all she was talking about is let's talk about sex, baby. And that's all she was talking about. Leanne was only asking about people's, you know, what people's signs were. And then you had him, he was talking about his father. Then you had Marvin, who was talking about the sex dungeon and the chains and the whips and the child. He was talking about all that. Herbert wasn't talking about not a damn thing. Philip, I forgot he was there. Then you have Red and the thought job. And I mean, I feel like they all were repeating the same things just to different people. When he got to her, she did not show empathy. And some people said they felt like she didn't understand what he was saying. She understood because she related it to her dog dying. Girl, what? Like, girl, no, honey. I just feel like she should have went. Anyway, I feel like she should have went no matter what. Katie said the men this season are very fragile and emotional. Their feelings get hurt easily. Yes, and they not putting their clothes on right. When I rewatched this episode that just went off, I said, what in the casual Hanes her way, white V-neck t-shirts is happening here? Okay, please put y'all's clothes on. Like, why y'all dress like this? It just, child, it made me angry. I can't stand a man that can't dress. You have to put your clothes on you right. Like, we're not going to run errands. We're on TV. I'm not saying you got to be in a three-piece suit, but for goodness sakes, I mean, a hoodie. Come on now. Let's just really be real. Regina said, I actually applied for this season. Did you? What was the application process? What they said? Fun size Jim said she dismissed his feelings. She did. She ain't like that man wasn't even talking to her. I said, baby, she could give a damn about him. Like, ma'am, you could at least act like you hear him talking. Israel said, does Marvin have a personality outside of the S&M erotica? Like, I think he needs to go on Finding Sister Wives something. That's how I feel about it, because that's all you're leading with. You're not talking about anything else besides that. Let's move on from Habibi because he ain't talking about nothing. Let's move on to Marvin. Yeah, that's all he talks about. It's just sex, 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 sex. Don't get me wrong. We're at an age now where, baby, what are you working with? Okay. Let me know up front. Okay. So I can know if I need to move around, honey. Time is of the essence. But at the same time, he doesn't ask anything of the women at all. He just sits down and starts talking to them about erotica and what kind of shows he puts on and how he's gonna tie them up and whip them. And like, what are you talking about? I don't even know you. I don't want to go to one of your little freaky shows. I don't want to be in your show. I don't want to go to one of your little freaky shows, honey. Hold on. Katie said something. Wait a minute. Katie, that's that Chicago in you. Katie say, look, unpopular opinion. I hate to sound insensitive, but I don't want to hear about dead relatives at a mixer. I wouldn't be ready to process that. Right, Katie, but I know you. I don't know you, but I know you through this channel, and I know you have empathy for others. So I do feel like even if you didn't want to hear about the deceased parent at the mixer, you still would have been like, oh, my condolences, and just moved on to the next man. Like, child, I'm not trying to talk about that. Okay. And move on to the next man. She was really just like, okay, and what else is going on? Like, she just really act like she couldn't care less. LBJ said, Marvin is a good looking man, but I feel uncomfy with his profession if I had to bring him around others / introduce him to people. Yeah, especially when he got to opening that mouth of his. I'm like, oh, child. He seemed, but you know what? I have to say this. When he went on that date with Tequila, even though he felt a way about her, he was very nice to her. They had a really good conversation. She asked him what his favorite food was. He said he liked burgers and fries, and she was saying what her favorite food was. You know, I really feel like he was being genuinely nice to her. And I did not hear him mention once the whips and the chains and the this. So I think he does have another side to him. And I saw it just a little bit because he could have been really, really ugly with Tequila, but he was actually very nice to her. And I appreciated that. So I was like, you know what, Marvin might be all right, but why is that the only thing you have to talk about? Like, it's giving that's your whole personality, and that's crazy. Sandra said even Walter from DC didn't do that. True. Isn't Walter with Sabrina now? I would have never thought the two of them was gonna be together. Not Sabrina. Yeah, her name is Sabrina, but she's from the other season, right? Lenise said Marvin just wants a 50 Shades of Grey type of freak. He's not here for the right reasons. That's all he wants, child. And he think women get excited about that. Boy, listen, the women that you want that get excited about that are those older women that's been in the house for ages, child. Husband is gone, honey. Done gone to glory. And they be going to the male strip club, standing right in the front, throwing money like that lady that used to be at the Showtime at the Apollo, honey, standing in the front row. Them the kind of women you want, honey. Right now, we still popping a little bit. So, baby, don't come over here with that, talking about that S&M as soon as you get on the scene. No, thank you. Shayna said they thought Marvin's kinky self would be interesting, but he's boring. Wait a minute. You know what was so funny, though? When Katarina... That shit was hilarious to me. When Katarina said, well, Marvin, he writes erotica. And at first I was like, oh, wow. But then I thought, well, at least he's, living in his truth. I was like, girl, what? When I tell y'all I hollered so loud at that because she was so serious. Girl, not at least he living in his truth. Okay, let's move on from Marvin. Moving on to Red. I told y'all when I did that review where he went to sit down with Unique and he was letting her know that when she called his job a thought job, he was offended. I was like, okay, I can understand that. You just meeting the man. You can't just be going around calling people's job a thought job. Even if you think it, you shouldn't say it. I understood it. But remember, I also said that this is not the kind of person that I would date because he had that whole, I got to get my lick back type of mentality. We ain't gonna never get nowhere. If I make you mad and you just try to make me madder, how we gonna fix it? And then next episode, the one coming on tomorrow, he's still standing there talking to Unique. Sir, let it go. Okay, let it go. She does not like you. You don't like her. And you know what it's making me think? It makes me feel like it's almost one of those situations where I can't stand you so much that I like you. Like, he's probably one of those men because I remember him saying like the women throw themselves at him or whatever. And he makes 6 figures as a comedian and this and that. I don't think he took her not liking him well. Like, how dare you not like me? I'm funny. I make 6 figures. I mean, I'm me. And the fact that Unique was like, you're a thought pocket. The fact that she thought that he can't let it go. And sir, get over it. Like, just please get over it. Sean said Red likes her. He just knows he doesn't have a shot with her. Exactly. I think he does like her, but why do you keep talking to this woman? She doesn't like you. Monique said the fact that Red has good child, when he said he had groupies, I said, what the hell? Baby, let me tell you something about me. And Houston got some fine DJs. Do you hear me? Because baby, I used to be in the mix. Do you hear me? Just because you jump on the ones and twos does not mean that you are for me. I don't care what you're playing. I don't care what kind of song I can request. I don't care what is happening. I would never look at Red and be like, oh my God, it's DJ Red. I would be like, look at him. Look at DJ such and such. DJ such and such on the ones and twos, honey. Child, I'm not about to play. I'm not about to play. Grace the Empress said, it's him having a beard and no stash that's offing me. He got a little bit of something. Oh, honey, he got that chin fuzz, child. I'm not finna play. I don't even think a beard would even help. You know how sometimes you look at a person, you be like, okay, if they get a little beard, maybe we could work with it. Yeah, it's still a no, big dog. Another round said, yeah, I can't date a get back pet. Okay, so thank you. Because I'm just wondering, like, that's what I got from that. That's what I saw when he was sitting with Unique. I'm like, yes, you want to air it out and you want to, make sure that she knows that she offended you. But then when you in turn turned around and said, well, we do the same thing. So you a thought too. And I went back and I watched it and I'm like, actually, you don't do the same thing. She's a television producer and you're a comedian. What? That is not the same thing. I don't know if he's saying we're both in entertainment. So but that's still not the same thing, honey, at all. So, oh boy, get lost. Okay. Good night and goodbye. I don't have time. Lenise said hair on top of his head wouldn't help either. Wouldn't help either. I couldn't even see a ball fade. Do you hear me? Sarah said Red doesn't have eyelashes. I think that's what's missing. Is he bald about the eyes? Let me see. I don't know if he bald about the eye. He is bald about the eyes, girl. I never seen that. Oh my gosh. I never seen that, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all done showed me something different. Do you hear me? I have never seen that. Child, red done went away. I started talking and red done went away, child. Oh, child, that is funny to me. Not he is bald about the eyes, y'all. I never noticed that. Hold on, because we're gonna get back to it. Hold on, let me get my stuff together because I done red done just disappeared, honey. He said, y'all not finna keep talking about me, baby. Okay. I done all I can do. Y'all not finna keep talking about me. Sorry, Red, honey. We gotta get back into it. Hold on, y'all. Let me get Red back up on the screen, child. He done left us. We was doing too much. We was doing too much. Okay, hopefully we can get him back. I can't get him back on the screen. Not Red would be the problem, child. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Look, Hazel said that's okay. Next. Look, no, the whole screen is gone. At first it was up there, but some kind of way I lost it. So hold on, let me see if I can get it back. Let me see if I can get them back up on here. Are we back? And I think we're back. Okay, we back in that thing. Okay, let's move on to the next person because honey, we don't care for Red, honey. We don't give up down. Moving on to Quentin. I didn't like that Quentin tried to, get a little shady with Chris when he came in there talking about he looks like one of the Jackson Five. Talking about, I thought he was like the Jackson Six. I'm sorry, his hair is fine. He's fine. Okay, he looks good either way, child. I already stalked his Instagram. He's fine. He's fine. Okay, both literally and figuratively, he's fine. But yeah, I didn't like that. But I think Quentin, I don't know. I mean, I like the way he and Lee look together. I like the fact that they both do the same thing. They're both into fitness. And she did say when she goes out on dates, she has to make sure the man can run. And of course, we already know Quentin can run. But he kind of like threw me for a loop because I was expecting him to say Lee. And he said Janelle. So I don't know if he really just liked Lee. I'm confused. So I don't know. Okay, Sister Girl Speaks said next. Q can go too. Okay. TT said Quentin is so corny. Lucy said Quentin is fine, but that joke was lame. Yeah, it was. I was like, boy, goodbye. Tina said he all right. Hey everyone. Hey. Dorica said, yeah, that was dry and disappointing. It was. And I was like, did they ask you to say something just to say something? Because you could have kept it. Israel said Quentin is sexy, but all the men don't give me anything. I would like Quentin and Marie would be better on a different season. Yeah, Quentin just gives me Calfani. I cannot unsee it. I cannot unsee it. And you know what's so crazy is that I kept saying that Quentin gave me Calfani, and last Friday they ended up playing that season of Ready to Love. It was like right after, you know how they play Ready to Love and Bell Collective, then they replay Ready to Love, and they replayed it for the second time. And then after it went off, the season where Rashid, Simone, Calfani, Denise, Joy, Winter, that season came on. I said, Quinn reminds me so much of him. I don't know. I cannot not see it. That's just who he reminds me of. Hazel said, I was thinking the same thing. Yes, he gives me Calfani. Okay, moving on to Philip. Philip's so dry, child. He's so dry. I be forgetting he even there, child. Mm-mm. Philip can also go. I don't know if he gonna shine a little bit later, but he kind of threw me off when he said, I just usually travel domestically, but you know, Katerina might give me the little push to go see some white sand and the beach. I'm like, what? I don't want to have to push you to want to use a passport. I'm sorry. At sometimes I just feel like at a certain age, it's just certain things we should know. And the reason why I say that is because I was in a relationship with a man who did not want much ever. and never wanted to travel, never wanted to go anywhere. And I learned these things as we were in the relationship. I am the type of person, you know, pre-panorama, that I would just plan a trip. I would just get an idea in my mind. I want to plan a trip. I'm going to plan it. If you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. And I'm going to still have fun. He never wanted to do anything. And it just made me think of that when Philip said, well, maybe she'll push me to go. And I'm just like, oh, no, honey, I ain't got time to be pushing you to travel now. Come on. Come on now. Mm-mm. Miss 86 Hazel I said, giving granddaddy vibes. This is your granddaddy. He a handsome man, but Elle said, I think Philip and Marie are in the same category. They give me uncle or mentor vibes. Yeah, they give you a little bit more maturity. You know who I could see Philip with? I could see Philip with Sabrina from not Sabrina that has the YouTube channel. Shout out to Sabrina. I could see the two of them dating. I don't know what it is, but I could just see the two of them dating each other. Cece said, honey, why you need a push to go abroad? You're too old. Girl, okay. I said, what? Not a push for you to go somewhere. Boy, no. I'm not finna play them games, okay? If you don't want to go on your own, then you ain't for me. Christine said, I would love to hear your opinion about Rashid and Simone's breakup. Okay, we're going to have to do a live about that. I do have some opinions. And, you know, we had a live about that with the members and the patrons. We did discuss it. I don't know if I did the follow-up, though, after they went on that other podcast. But, yeah, I do have some feelings about that. Felicia said, it's a mixed bag of tricks this season, and we have been duped again. Girl, okay. And it's mostly the men. Little baby said, my mama is going to have to love to travel. I've become accustomed to customs at Hartsville Jackson. Okay. Straight up out the A, honey. I got to go. Sexy Kid said, are you reviewing the new Love During Lockup? I haven't watched one episode yet. And the reason why I don't think I've watched it yet is probably because Friday nights are very busy. Because I try to spend some time with my son during the day and then at night. And then they be starting the show so early, honey, 7 p.m. So then I got to hurry up and rush to watch Ready to Love. And then I have to write those notes. And then I have to go straight into Bell Collective. Don't even get a break. Child, sometimes on Fridays, I don't even be eating, y'all, until like 1. So I haven't watched it. Maybe I'll give it a watch. When in Rome said, why y'all keep watching if you hate the show so much? Who hates the show so much? No, that's what you do with reality TV. You talk about how much you don't like it, but you keep watching. Everybody knows that. It's the train wreck that keeps on giving. We do that with all the shows. Honey, Married at First Sight. We hate it, we watch it. Real Housewives of anything. We hate it, we watch it. Ready to Love. We hate it, we watch it. Bell Collective. I like Bell Collective. But sometimes it gives cringe, but I'm still gonna watch. It's just what goes on. Like, come on now, y'all. Terry said, are you going to review Detroit? I have been reviewing Detroit. Oh, you mean this last episode? I didn't get a chance. I wasn't feeling good. So I didn't get to watch the last episode. So I was thinking that I was going to do the last episode and this episode that comes on Saturday together. I didn't get a chance to watch. But I did review every other episode. Katie said, yes, Mavs, I hate it so much. Yeah, but you know I'm still going to be there. As soon as they come back, I'm going to be right there. Miss 86 Hazel I said, the T is one of these men has a girlfriend currently in lit. Girl, what? Let me see if I can guess who. No, it ain't Quentin because I went through his TikTok. It ain't Chris. It might be Philip. You know what? It might be Marvin. No, it ain't Marvin. I saw him somewhere else and no, he wasn't. It ain't Marvin. It's not Red. It might be Philip. Who is it? It's got to be Philip. Sheila said, when is Married to Medicine coming back? Girl, that's what I'm waiting on. I want to see what's happening. Okay, Philip ain't hitting on nothing, child. We talking about other shows. Let's move on to the women. Lee. I like Lee. I don't think Lee likes anybody. I think she kind of likes Quentin, but then she said she didn't really like the fact that they shared the same type of job. So I don't know if Lee actually likes anyone there, but she looks stunning in this picture. I can see why Quentin went up to a child in her red dress. Slip on your red dress. Honey, she's looking good. Do you hear me? My. But yeah, I don't know if I don't know. What y'all think about Lee? What y'all think about Lee's personality? Exactly. I don't think so either, TT. She said Lee don't like anyone. True Love said Lee has no strong connection yet. AW said, I think Lee is so pretty. Yeah, she is pretty. Her and Katarina kind of favor a little bit on these pictures that I have. I don't like, not on the show though. Let me see. Dorica said, not Misha stalking their socials, girl, and is, honey, waiting for something to pop off. Waiting on something to pop off. Oh, honey, I'll be down in Dallas. Ain't gonna take me but 3 hours to get there, honey. Okay. I see you when I get there. Little baby said, maybe she'll make it to the end. She gonna have to get in the game though. I feel like Lee is coasting. She could make it to the end, but she got to get in the game. Sarah says she looks like Sierra from College Hill, Atlanta. She sure does. Yep, sure does. Marsha said, I like, hey, Marsha, Lee is beautiful. She is beautiful. AMPM Reese said he was so corny. Who are we talking about? Quentin. K. Rupp said Lee is beautiful and seems nice. She does seem nice, but listen, when she was sitting down with Herbert and she said, you know, I normally know what I want. I have tunnel vision and I go for what I want. And he said, I'm what you want. And she just was like, no. Herbert, she don't like you, baby. Okay? She trying not to be mean to you, but she don't like you. Winnie Rome said, yes, that's who she looks like. Yes, she does. Omar said, this is the first season without a flight attendant and a lawyer. Omar, we always have a lawyer. JB said, laugh out loud. Misha said, an hour and we gone over it. I love it. Oh, we sure are. It's 9:02 because we haven't went through the ladies yet because then I had gave y'all a story time about the crazy cop. And I just really can't. And ain't nobody told me nothing. Thank you, JB, for at least telling me that I done went over. We're going to be done in 28 minutes. Lady said, Tommy and the gang need to... I don't know why that was funny to me. It just reminded me of Candy and the gang. Tommy and the gang need to cast matches, then let them mingle and find each other because don't nobody like nobody. Girl, none of these people like nobody. You hear me? Mask Hysteria said, stalk them social medias, Miss Misha. Keep us coming. I had a dream. Oprah called you and told you to stop because more people were coming to your podcast than watching the show. Girl, now Oprah was on the phone with me. Say, what now? Not Oprah. Child, that's a good dream, okay? Child, ain't nobody coming over here. I used to have good numbers, not no more. The algorithm has completely lost me. And it's kind of like, listen, y'all, it kind of like really takes away from my momentum. I'm pushing myself no matter what in the spirit of consistency. I'm going to keep on posting no matter what. But when you look back, my Ready to Love live reunion review got 80,000 views. That was more than the actual own snippet. 80,000 views. Okay, 80,000. My reviews right now, they sit at like 9,000 or 10,000. And, you know, that is good. I'm not complaining about that because I love that y'all support me. And it's always the people that are subscribed to me because I watch my analytics. So it's not people that just pass by. It's y'all coming in record numbers every single week to support me. And I really appreciate that. But it's just that YouTube is not pushing my videos. They're never in recommended. They're not on the homepage anymore. I don't know. Like I'm sharing it on the Twitter. I'm sharing it on, I don't know. It's just not happening. Like 80,000 views down to 8,000. Where the hell 70,000 people went? What is happening? Like, I just do not understand. I really don't. So it kind of like makes me feel like, well, why the child, I ain't even finna do it. But then I remember why I started the channel, and it's because I like to have fun talking about the reality shows. So maybe the algorithm will bless me a little bit later, but it ain't happening here lately, child. It just ain't happening. Fun Size Jim said, how y'all be remembering these people? After a few months, I be forgetting who's who and what happened. We be into it. Do you hear me? JB said, Lord, I'm over you too. I am too, to be honest. I really am. Hey, Sean. Look, Fun Size Jim said, I was here before the fame. Child, ain't no fame going on over here. It's just regular schmegular me talking to y'all. And I be panicking though, because on my Patreon, remember I told y'all, they be telling you when people leave and when they come and when they go and and I just be like, oh Lord, I wasn't feeling good. So I ain't post over there for like a few days. Cause I normally be trying to post over there like every single day. Like whatever I find or whatever I need to talk about or just whatever, I'll post it. And child, them numbers were going in reverse. I was like, oh, child, not these numbers going in reverse too, honey. It's just, I'm just overwhelmed. It's nothing that I can do. I'm trying to be a good mom. I'm trying to, and then I'll be up in the middle of the night trying to think of new content, but it's just not coming to me. It's just, I do have this idea for a podcast though, but I'm gonna keep it under wraps until I actually do it. But yeah. Deidre said, y'all don't forget to like the live. Not only the heart button. Yeah, please come on, like the live, y'all. Close out the chat and press the like button. Let's get Misha back in this algorithm. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Sophia said, you always pop up on my timeline in Jamaica, so it's working on this end. Well, Sophia, I wish they would push it to some other people. Cause baby, I be struggling, y'all. That's why now I post in my community tab too. Like, don't forget, there's a review, whatever. Cause I've had so many comments like, girl, I thought you stopped reviewing shows. I had to search for this review. And I'm just like, oh Lord. Like last month, I had 300,000 less views. How do you have 300,000 less views? How is that even possible? Like what? So anywho, it's not Dorica. It's not. Am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Dorica or Dorica? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So yeah, it's going to get better though. It's going to get better. Glamorous doll face said, I always see it in my recommended. Okay, that's good. Okay, y'all making me feel a little better. Hazel said, have you thought about doing more lives? We love your laughter and commentary. I get notifications, so I'm good. I have thought. I even was going to do like this challenge for myself. I'm not going to tell y'all what the challenge is, but I'm hoping that I can make the challenge a real thing in September. Okay, because I'm going to challenge myself to do something in September that is going to turn my channel around. And I think I'm going to do it in my birthday month because I always have so much energy in that month because it just makes me feel good because I was born then. And we'll see how it goes. Plus, that seems like a good luck month for me because I had so many opportunities this time last year. Like, Bravo was reaching out to me. They were asking me to come to BravoCon and do correspondence on the red carpet. I was really getting a lot of opportunities last year. This year, not so much, but it just goes in waves. One day you're hot and one day you're not. Let's move on to the next woman. Okay, here we go. Unique. Okay, what y'all think about Unique? I don't think about Unique. Unique kind of gets lost in the sauce. She could kind of go with Tequila. I think she could kind of go. I don't know. I just don't have nothing for her. I think she could go. Okay. Wait a minute. A love connection with the lives. What y'all talking about? Hold on. What did I miss? Miss 86 Hazel Eyes says she can uniquely go and can. Okay. Zoe said, tonight your live popped up in my notifications. They hadn't for a while. See, that's what I'm saying, Zoe. Nikki said, giving you the real tea said that YouTube has been pushing lives more than pre-recorded. That could be why your views are down. I don't know. Oh, okay. That could be. May said, Misha, your videos always pop up on my feeds. Question, is the algorithm jacked up when we on TV and not on cell phone? I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know. Lanice said, Unique is very guarded. She is. And I think she overshared. I was kind of taken aback by Chris a little bit. Let me tell you why. In the Gentleman's Lounge, because I rewatched that episode and I didn't catch it the first time, but I caught it this time. In the episode, he made it seem like Unique was being extra aggressive when she was telling him about her ex. All she said to him was she had a terrible past relationship. And so now she doesn't play around like that. Okay. But the way that he presented it to Tommy was like she was saying, oh, yeah, I don't play. I don't play. You hear me? She wasn't saying it to him like that. And I didn't catch it the first time. And I was like, you know what, Chris, something might be wrong with you. Okay. Like something might be wrong with you because that's not how she said that. I didn't appreciate that. Now, granted, Unique, you don't need to be sharing so much with these men, honey. We don't know them yet. But I can't even talk because I used to be an oversharer. I just get comfortable, honey, and start talking. Y'all already know. I done already told y'all a story time. That's really a story time for no damn reason. So I understand. But when it comes to other things, I'm more private now. You have to pull something out of me because you're not getting it. And I don't know. I didn't like that. Mimi said, They do too much in the lounge, don't they? They really do. When in Rome, you think so? Chris is an actor plant. You think he's an actor plant? Deleted account said Unique lays all her cards. Wait a minute. Was Unique? Wait a minute. Was Unique a producer for another season of Ready to Love? Y'all remember that season where what season was it? Where the producer was talking, you know what? Hold on. I'm finna look it up right now. I think she was a producer on another season of Ready to Love. I really do. I do not know why that just popped up in my head. Let me see. I'm finna look it up right now. I think she was an actual producer on the show. Hold on. Not this season. I think it was I think it might have been the Houston season. Because you know how the cast will post. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Oh, baby, she got an IMDb. Hold on, let's see. Oh, she was born on my baby's birthday. In upstate New York. She has been in the entertainment realm for most of her life. Let me see. Let me see what her background is, child. Mm-hmm. Okay. She's been a model. Oh, yeah, she really been in these television streets, honey. I think she was a producer on it's either this or that show that was on in Atlanta. The Ladies Who List Atlanta. I've seen Unique before. She was either a producer on one of those shows, but I cannot remember which one it was. But next time we had this live, I will know. Because I remember, and I was just like, her face looks so familiar. And I know a lot of people say she looks like Megan Good. I don't get Megan Good from her. I don't know. I just don't get it. But I was looking at her and I was just thinking, she's a TV producer. And I think I've seen her. I'm gonna get it. When I come back next time, I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know. See, Cece says she kind of favors Megan Good. Sandra says, Cece, she does from angles give Megan Good. Does she? I should have put a side by side because she don't give that to me. Hey, you said LMAO. You gave that man a whole new name. Who, what man? I don't see it either, Monique. I do not see Megan Good. Trini said, Megan, okay, but not good. Child, I don't know where the good come in at. Okay, we don't need to talk about Leanne, honey. She ain't talking about nothing. Okay, Aries. Aries is so sweet. She seems like a very nice lady. She seems very well-rounded. And I could kind of see Marie and Aries together. I don't think that he would be her type because it seems like she likes Quentin. And Quentin seemed like he was, liking Aries a little bit. So I don't know, but she just seems so sweet and nice. You know how you can tell when somebody's genuinely nice and their personality doesn't change according to who's watching? She seems like one of those people. What y'all think about Aries? She's so pretty. She is. Glamorous Dollface said Aries seems sweet and fun. She does seem like that. Another round said, I'll send a pic of the right Megan Good angle. Okay, yeah, because I need to know. Big Mama's Kitchen, is that you? Girl, I ain't seen you in forever. She gives me Tubi or Amazon Prime movie character. Who Unique does? Oh, hold on, let me see. Terry said, I like Aries. Okay. Amanda said Aries was on Love on Stage, which is Kev on Stage dating show. Oh, yeah, somebody had put that in the comments. I've never watched that before. Is it good? Everybody getting them a little dating show. I'm trying to come out with me a show, y'all. That's what I'm working on, honey, behind the scenes. Y'all gonna see. I'm trying to get me a little show together. Everything gonna be completely anonymous, honey, just like me. And it's gonna be good. At least I think it's gonna be good. I do well with the creative side of my mind, so I think it's gonna be good. Let us pray. I just have to get people to participate. But since it's gonna be anonymous, I think that people will participate. And again, let us pray. It's not a dating show, though. It's gonna be something totally different. I'm gonna reveal it to y'all in due time. Yes, pray. Listen, TP, I'm definitely gonna pray. You hear me? If I don't do nothing else. Meredith says she was on Kev on Stage dating show and was super sweet. She seems like it. No, Omar, it's not gonna have anything to do with love, baby. This right here, this gonna break the internet, okay? The only person that know what I'm talking about is Marsha. She knows what I'm talking about. Because I told her my plan and what I'm thinking of doing. And I needed to see if it was a good idea or not. And I ran it past my manager, aka my son. And he was like, "Oh, mama, I like that." So I think it might be all right. Okay. I think it might be all right. Let us pray. Okay. Miss Brown Sugar said Love on Stage was a sweet show. One couple got married. What? Baby, they doing better than Married at First Sight. They have to get a production crew behind them. Okay, so everybody's telling me to watch The One. Is it actually good? Kimberly said, I enjoyed Aries' podcast. She was giving more personality over there. Yeah, they're not giving her a lot of camera time on this show. So maybe, does she still have the podcast? I want to hear it if she does. I want to listen. Lil Baby said Leanne was over there with Kendra G. Not to girl. I'm glad you said that because I sure got it. Honey, I said not Leanne being over there. But listen, everybody be going on Kendra G show. You know, Muriel from Married at First Sight, she was over there too, child. Talking how she was talking. Miss G said Aries also has a podcast with her friend called Bold Black Girls. I love it. Okay, it's called Bold Black Girls, Tracy. May said The One is really good. Brent is over there tripping. Brent from Ready to Love. Okay, now I got to go over there and look at it. Girl, listen, Voodoo Doll, they be over there on that Kendra G. But you know what the thing I don't like about that? And when I watch the show, I always think this. Like, I just feel like we got to have some respect in them comments. They be tearing them people to shreds. At the end of the day, have some human decency and some tact. Like the things that they say about those people in those comments, like she needs moderators. She needs to set the rules. Because I'm telling you, when I start my stuff, I'm gonna make it plain. Let me tell you something. It is all right to have an opinion over here. Trust me. Please get into it if you're gonna get into it. That is fine. But these are people at the end of the day. We are not here to tear down people's self-esteem. And because you don't know what kind of headspace people are in, it takes a lot of bravery to get on somebody's show and say you want a man or a woman. Like even for Ready to Love, you know what I'm saying? They get on this YouTube on Kendra's show and they just really are putting themselves out there hoping to find somebody. But child, them people be tearing them people up. Yes, they be very rude. Keisha said the comments be rude AF on Kendra's live. I just have to turn them off. I can't even watch it. Because like it's just too much. It just be too much. I'm like, why y'all saying this to these people? Israel said maybe it's just her face, but Kendra G always gives me a Yamla, nice to the men and white women and mean to the black women from what I've seen. Now, I've seen her be nice to the black women. I've also seen her offer them, counseling, not from her, but she has a counselor and that she works with, and she offers for them to have a free session if they need to, not just the black women, but I'm just saying, sometimes she can get a little rough around the edges, but for the most part, I haven't seen her be mean to one race and not the other. Dina said, when they thought the girl was a man, you could see that. Oh, girl, I watched that episode. I could not believe I understood why she asked, but I was just like, why are y'all doing that? They were like, oh, she's a man, she's a man, she's a man. They kept saying it in the comments. And then Kendra was like, well, this is going to be kind of mean, but the cousins will get cussed the hell out. Okay? I'm not about to ask nobody that. That woman literally just, it was giving Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. As soon as she asked that question, that woman just, her smile went away. I was like, y'all are just, boy, people are hell. Do you hear me? Hell on wheels. Okay? It's giving hell on wheels. Sandra said, Israel, I get that too from Kendra. Black girls shouldn't have standards. You think so, Sandra? Maybe I need to go watch it again, honey. But there ain't gonna be none of that up on my stuff, honey. We ain't for to play them games. Okay, moving on from Aries. Miss Jessica. Jessica is there, but again, I don't think she like nobody either. What y'all think? I don't think, hey, the homie, I haven't seen you in a while. I am definitely ready for the shy. But I didn't get a chance to watch episode 10, so I gotta go back and watch it. Fun Size Jim said, "Oh, that's so sad. I could never hurt me either." Let me tell y'all something. I accidentally put something in a review one time, and I did not know. Like I was just making a joke, and somebody told me that that person was facing a terminal illness. When I tell y'all, I snatched that review down so good, baby. I edited that entire part out. I did not know that. So I'm never gonna make a joke. And it wasn't even a joke about health or anything. It was just like, I think I said something like, "Oh Lord, we don't need another one of them." And the comments, they were like, "Oh, Misha, did you know that she's going through this?" And I said, "What? Oh, hell no. Baby, I took that review down. I said, I'm gonna change this. I took the entire part out and then I re-uploaded it. I don't care how much money I lost. I don't care about any of that, because if that lady came across that review, I don't want to be the cause of her feeling bad. Like, no, no, One time I made an insensitive thumbnail and people were like, "Oh, you wrong for that," and this and this and this. They were laughing. But when I looked at the thumbnail, I was like, "Nah, that's not right." And I took it down. Like, you just got to care about other people, child. Jessica's boring from what I can remember. Yeah, when she was sitting there talking to Marie, it wasn't really giving none. Let's see. TP said, "I'm not getting anything from Jessica. They're all pretty this season, though." Yeah, that's about it. Chauncey said, "The way I don't remember half these people, I have watched every episode." See, this is why we have to have these lives, honey, because we don't know who the hell we talking about. Glamorous Doll said, "Jessica seems to be something else. The way she reacted. Did you see that? Did you see that? She gave her a look. What's your name? Katrine, who? It's Cat. You can just call me Cat. Oh, Cat. Okay. Oh, hey, Cat. Her and Kira. I'm like, Kira, you need to get out of here. Hey, Steph. Hey, Stefan. Marsha said, "I'm ready for the Shy. The new season looks exciting. The new season looks sad. I'm so sad because I don't want them kids to graduate from high school, because that might mean that the Shy is coming to an end and I'm going to be crying." I'm like, what they graduating for? They ain't got another year. I don't want them to leave. I just really feel like this is going to be the last season of the Shy, y'all. I really do. Okay, Jessica, you're pretty, but you're not getting much. Moving forward. Boots. Boots, you can go. Okay, I don't like the way you responded to Katarina. I think that, you don't really know who you are. I don't think that you like any of these guys, and you tried to project it onto Quentin. I don't think that these guys are your cup of tea. I don't think you like these men. Because even when you were sitting in the date and you were talking to Marvin, you were like, "Yeah, I wore my lingerie to go on the date." And then he said he wanted to live in the Caribbean. And she's like, "That's a red flag." Girl, him wanting to move out of Texas is not a red flag. Okay. At all. So I just didn't understand. Now, you could have said, "I would never want to move to the Caribbean. So maybe, Marvin isn't the guy for me." But you were about to entertain him in his erotic novels. But when he said he was going to move to the Caribbean, now that's a red flag. Girl, goodbye and good night. Okay. Like, get out of here. Nessa said, hold on. Misha, you're one of the good ones. I think you should just keep doing what you're doing and it will pay off later because you have your heart in it. Thank you, Nessa. Oh, yeah, I'm going to keep going. Boots dresses terribly, don't she? Jasmine, I thought it was just me. I was like, girl, what do you be having on, honey? What is it? Aries comes off very genuine. She does. Brandon Man said those boots were made for walking. I'm not about to play with you. M. Cherie said, "Here we go with the buzzwords." She doesn't know what it means. Don't know nothing. I said, boy, people just be using words. I'm so sick of narcissistic, gaslighting, red flag child. Well, I'm just sick of it. I'm just so sick of it, honey. We don't know nothing else. That's all they say. Him moving to the Caribbean, that's a red flag. How? How is that a red flag? Meredith said, "Every time you say boots, I think it's it's me, Sodora." Oh, wait a minute. It's who? If you know, you know. I don't get it. Did I miss something? Every time I say boots, I think of Flavor of Love. Deanna said, "No, those boots were made for cheering. Go team, go." Look, somebody told me they saw her on the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader reality show. I didn't see. I did watch that show, but I didn't see her. I don't remember her. Oh, Dora the Explorer. Okay. TP said, I'm so sad you stopped doing Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I understand. Girl, look, and you know what? I called myself watching the first episode and I put a review up on Patreon of the first episode because I was like, at least I'm just going to get a Patreon people some Love and Marriage. Baby, when I watched that first episode, I feel like I want to throw up. Child, they have made that show so toxic for me. I can't even watch it. Okay? I just can't watch it no more. And I used to rush home on Saturday night for that show. And I just cannot watch it. It's just not the same. Oh, Boots from Dora the Explorer. Okay. Child said, Kiara is built like a gymnast and might need Sierra's help. Not a gymnast. Not a gymnast, honey. She definitely needs Sierra to style her, honey. Put some clothes on her back because it definitely ain't looking right. Dorica said, I liked her at first, but was turned off by her response to Kat. Yeah, me too. And you know what? Another person said they were turned off by what she said in the lounge when she said that Quentin wouldn't date Black girls and what he prefers, she's the closest thing to it. And I didn't hear her say that. I had to go back and rewatch the episode. And I was like, girl, what does that mean? And also, it's a very problematic thing that Janelle said this last episode that just passed. And we're going to get into that in a second. Deleted account said, I stopped watching because I got tired of Stormy always looking like she's trying to figure out what that smell is. She got a little better. Stormy got a little better. But baby, when she first stepped on the scene, honey, woo. Miss Brown Sugar said there is no love in those marriages or no love that we want to admire anyway at all. In Detroit either. Detroit fighting about some high school stuff, child. Content. I want to collab on a content, child. Whatever. Hey, you said Sierra wore a catsuit to her court date. I'll never forget that. Shaking my head. Oh, child. Ain't got no couth. Tippy said, we need to just throw all these reality shows away and start over. We need to go back to, to square one, where you just put a camera on and say, go. And whatever is good, you keep it. And whatever is bad, you throw it out. That's what's wrong with them. Okay, Boots, aka Kira, they want you to go as well. Moving forward. Tequila. My problem child. Tequila. Girl. I just They probably should have went on ahead and let Tequila go that first episode, but they tried to be nice and keep her, but they should have just let her go the first time. Because, I do sort of feel like Janelle was kind of being antagonizing in that ladies' lounge, the way she was wording things and the way that she was speaking to Tequila. I do kind of feel that way, but at the same time, I also feel like she took it way too far, standing up trying to fight over Habibi. Like, girl, are you serious? That's what you think makes sense? Girl, get out of here. Voodoo Doll said her and her lashes can go. Yes, honey, you and the baby bop lashes, please go. I don't watch marriage shows to admire them. Ain't nothing that admirable. That's what rom-coms are for. And I say that as someone whose parents, aunts, and uncles are still married. Yeah, my parents still married too. I don't romanticize of a child because I'm in the house with them still married. Okay, well, not now, but when I was younger. Simply Eva said, nah, they should let her go during Tommy's lounge when she got nuck if you buck. But see, that they couldn't have let her go then because it was the men's turn to leave. But they knew exactly what they were doing by letting her go the next day. Like, she should have gone on out of that child. Miss 86 Hazel Eye says she's purty, but she has a lot going on internally. She does. And somebody had commented that I should have watched the interview that she did with Crystal XO. That did not change my opinion at all. I feel like it was just some excuses. And then she said something about, what did she say? She said something about Habibi and them not giving him a chance and people only liking Janelle because of a certain reason. I cannot remember what it was, but it didn't change my perception of her at all. I was just like, this ain't telling me nothing, child. I still feel the exact same way. Hey, Londa, between Tequila and that guy Tommy made her go out on a date with, they both had some hips on them. Legs and hips and body. Let's get them, girl. Oh, child. Oh, honey, shout out to Candy and the gang. Sexy Kid Capri said, and how was Habibi ready to love but wasn't ready to tell us his real name? Okay. He is from St. Martinville, and his mama didn't name him that. Okay. I told y'all he was Tyrone from Oak Cliff, y'all. He know damn well he ain't no dang on Habibi. He should have got cussed out just for coming in there with that. They should have been like, no, we're going to have to use governments, okay? We already giving y'all fake jobs, fake ages, fake houses, fake cars, fake money. We're going to have to use your real name, okay? And take that thing off your head. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Brooke said Tequila was bringing too much hateration to the dancery. She sure was. I said, baby, that's what you think makes sense? To jump up and get in somebody's face over Habibi? Okay. Okay. DL said he was so exhausting with all that faking. He really was. And I think he probably could have been a semi-eye guy. Okay, so this is why I have a question. Because, y'all were talking in the comments, but I didn't get a chance to do a live about it. What do y'all feel about when he said to Sierra, your mama ain't do y'all feel like he was actually being disrespectful, or is that just like a joke that didn't land well? What do y'all think about it? Sunshine and Flowers, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Misha, just popping in. Guess where I am? New York, your favorite place. Oh, I want to go. Oh, man. Have fun for me. Thank you for the super chat. Brandon Man said he was just inappropriate. Okay. Glamorous Doll said, playing or not, it wasn't funny. It's inappropriate. Okay. I agree. Hey, Paragon. Have we gotten to Sierra yet? I live for the way Misha says, Sierra. No, we haven't gotten to Sierra yet. We haven't gotten to it yet. Okay, Katie said, that's no joke anyone should be making. Okay. Lucy said he was joking, but he doesn't know her like that. Absolutely. TP said he was joking for sure. He's just a mess. Who says that? Somebody ignorant, child. Because people, they were kind of torn and they were going off in the comments like, it was a joke. Come on now. You heard people say that before. Not about my damn mama. No, I have not. Don't be sitting up here telling me my mama ain't don't do that. That might be funny to you, but that ain't funny to me. And then they were saying like, Sierra took it to heart, and she likes to joke, so she should have known it was a joke, and it still was inappropriate at the end of the day. I don't care what's going on. Sean said Habibi's real name is Travis. Child, is it? I should have known. Queen Ivana said it was a joke, but he doesn't know her well enough to joke in that manner. And why would you say something like that if this is your first date? Because technically, this is a first date. I wish I would sit in front of somebody after I done got all dressed up, honey. Put on my press-ons one by one, okay? Put on my makeup, my Maybelline fit. Then position my wig so the part is where the part needs to be. Sat in Houston traffic. Drove my fine self to said restaurant, because baby, don't pick me up, honey. I don't need you to know where I live. I do not play that. And get to that restaurant and sit in front of you. And while you chomp down on your damn Caesar salad, you tell me my mama ain't When I tell you I would have gotten up so good and went to the restroom and never to return, I have done that on a date. I will go to the restroom and leave you sitting right there, okay, and block you on all forms of communication. Like, no. Child, going on the first date and you sitting up here telling me my mama ain't, Exactly. What you say about my mama, honey, absolutely not. Mocha said when she was with the lady, he said, F your mama. Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, Sierra, now you putting too much on it. That man did not say F your mama. He said your mama ain't. It's funny when you try to rationalize the two. They both are ignorant, but he did not say F your mama. Okay. Like, don't just make up stuff. Get it together, child. D-Dub said, you know me for years and not know me well enough to say that to me. I know that's right. You could know me for years and still not know me well enough to say that. Your mama ain't like, what? And then it's a first date too? Oh, hell no. Christine said, even if you know me, don't play with me about my mother. Please say it again, Christine, okay? Because I don't think the people hear you. Wait, if your mama is the same as your mama ain't. It ain't the same. It is not the same, Douglas. Big Mama's Kitchen said he probably feels that way about his own mama. Okay, I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't. Denise said Sierra reminds me of Ida. Yeah, she sure does remind me of Ida. She was kicked off first on Ready to Love DC round 1. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna never forget her. Ida was something else. Wait a minute. No, Ida was not on DC. Oh, yeah, yeah, yes, Ida was on Houston, wasn't she? Wait a minute. Ida was on Houston. I remember that because she was sliding in when when Stacy was trying to talk to, I can't remember his name. She came sliding in trying to sit down. See, Ida was on Houston. She was on Houston season. Because she came interrupting Stacy when she was talking to this guy. I can't remember which guy it was, but she interrupted her and scooted her on down. So yeah, she definitely was on Houston. Okay, see, second season. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, she was on Houston. Glamorous Dollface said Ida was out of it. Bless her heart. Ida was hungry because it came out later that they wasn't feeding them. Now they feed them every 5 minutes. Child, you can't go nowhere without them getting some food, okay? And now we have Miss Janelle. What y'all think of Janelle, child? Listen, for umpteen consecutive seasons, they have always said, oh, they put the thick girls in the friend category. They always send the thick girls home first and blah, blah, blah. Janelle's thick. Okay, she's put together very well, but she is thick. She is, she thick with it, honey. Cornbread fed. You know how we like to do down in Texas. And all the men like Janelle, like all of them. The only person I didn't think I heard say Janelle was Chris 1.0, not Chris 2.0. Chris and I want to say Philip. Chris and Philip. But she gives Mean Girl. Like, girl, when she first stepped on the scene, I was like, Janelle is beautiful. And I was just thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to like Janelle. I liked her interactions, the first few, the little things she was saying and stuff. I was like, okay, I'm vibing with her. But, the way she talked about Kira's purse being fake and hers being real, girl, nobody care about that at this age. Girl, get a grip on reality. People trying to pay their damn bills. People trying to keep their lights on, feed their kids. Nobody's worried about if your Gucci, Louis, or Prada is real. We don't care, honey. We don't give a damn. Those are not things we care about. Not right now. Like, and why are you touching her? And don't come over here because you looked at her. And I'm like, okay, girl, you need to go sit down somewhere. Exactly. She is not a girl's girl, Mocha. Nelly said, it's sad. We share the same name. Thank God. Slightly different spelling. She needs to get a grip. She does. Regina said, Mean Girl. Miss Bug said, I missed her, Mean Girl. Okay, rethinking. Did you? Okay, so what happened was they went on a double date. It was Red. Well, it was like a whole bunch of people. It was a group date. It was Red, Kira, Janelle. Was it Philip or Herbert? It might have been Philip and Tequila. And so they all went out to do like some activities. And so they go out to do these activities and Red was paying attention to Kira. And so she was just like, why is he over there touching her? Why is he so close to her? And he sees me right here. Like, why is he doing it? She kind of was getting territorial about Red for whatever reason, child. I don't know why. And then he picked her up. He was being playful. Kira is just there to have a good time, child. She don't know her head from a hole in the wall, okay? She don't really know what's going on. She realizes that Janelle is really not feeling her. And she was like, at first I thought she was cool with me, but now that I look at it, I don't think she likes me very much. So as they were leaving, everybody else had already gone. It was just Janelle and Red, and they were having this conversation. They get up to leave, and she's like, oh, and just so you know, my bag is real and hers is fake. And I was just like, girl, what are you talking about? Who cares about that? And then I saw the way that she looked in that confessional after her and Tequila had kind of gotten into it. It was something about the way she cocked her head to the side and gave a look like, now she'll be going home next. She wanted Tequila. Why did you feed into that? She wanted that from you. She baited you and you took it. She wanted her to go home because she don't like her. So why would you let her do that? That was crazy. Chauncey said that was so childish. It really was. Sean said Habibi wanted to have his way with her jugs. I don't blame him for thinking it, but saying it was out of line. Don't be mad at me. No, honey, it's ridiculous. Clester said, Janelle knows in order to stay, you have to have connections with most of the guys. She's playing the game. Listen, Clester, I don't mind her playing the game. That's perfectly fine, but you ain't got to tear down the girls to play the game. The men are already gravitating to you. So you telling him about a fake purse, baby, that's just dumb. Okay, like he don't care about no purse. He probably don't own nothing designer. And you telling him about a purse? Absolutely not. Mm-mm. It's giving nothing. Hazel said, I wonder what Janelle's real hair looks like. I wonder. It's probably about the same texture. Paragon said, I think I have a problem. I might like Crazy. I really liked Morgan last season too. I can't help liking Janelle and her mean girl energy. Listen, she might have some redeemable qualities, and they might shine through a little bit later. But from what I've seen the past 2 episodes, I haven't. It's steering me in the opposite direction. Now, Paragon, I'm kind of with you because I liked the girl from Miami when nobody else did. What was her name? It began with an S. Y'all know who I'm talking about? And the man got in her face and told her that remember they were fighting when they were playing pool. What's her name, y'all? Y'all tell me what's that girl's name? I cannot remember her name. It was Ready to Love Miami, and he got in her face and started yelling. I don't know why I can't remember these people's name, but I liked her. Sharice. There you go. Thank you. I liked Sharice, and nobody else did. I think she was misunderstood. And, whenever I would try to help her in the reviews, child, they would tear me up. But I do feel like she was a misunderstood person. And once the season wrapped and she started doing interviews, I really got to see another side of her. And I was right. She actually is very nice. So I don't know. But as far as Morgan, yeah, it's a no for me, big dog. That's a no. And I'm thinking Janelle might be a no, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Little baby said, I like Sharice also. I follow her on Instagram and she has a cute little social life. Does she? Chan said Janelle was a little snippy, but Boots is annoying and slightly problematic herself. She is. Oh, she is. Definitely the way she responded when Katarina stepped on the scene. And when Janelle told Chris, oh, I bet those girls are all over you at the school, he was stumped for a minute. Now, let me just explain something to you. As a former educator, those are not the type of jokes that you make. Those are not the types of jokes that you make. Nobody wants to hear anything hot for teacher. You don't make jokes like that to a person that works with children. Oh, I bet the girls wild. I bet they love you being in it. That's inappropriate. It might not seem like it and it might seem small, but you don't say things like that. And somebody made a very good point in my comments. They said, now, if he would have responded, yeah, they liked me, he would have been deemed a creep. And then we would have burned him at the stake and he would have been gone. So you got to make sure that you don't say things that are inappropriate. And when she said it, he kind of paused for a minute and he said, well, why do you say that? And I was thinking, okay, good save. Me personally, if somebody would have said to me on a day, oh, I bet those little boys be all over you, I would have probably said, no, those are my students and I am their teacher. And that's just that on that. Anywho, let's talk about something else. Those are children. I would have made that very clear because anything that you say after she says that can get you caught the hell up. Like, why would you say that? And just because he worked with high school kids, baby, they're kids. I was like, girl, how was your mind working? That just threw me all off, honey. I was like, what is going on? Chauncey, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You a teacher too. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Another round said Chris was so uncomfortable when she said that. He sure was. He kind of paused a little bit and he was like, well, why do you say that? I'm like, whoo, nice save, honey. Nice save. Because I don't know what she was thinking. I just really don't. It might be like I think how she felt in the moment was, you're handsome. When I was in school, there was a cute teacher or something. She's like, maybe that was in her mind, but you got to be careful what you say, baby. You can't be saying any old thing. I was like, girl, what are you talking about? Ew. Thank you, Lanice. Thank you, Lanice. Absolutely. I was like, girl, what are you saying? Hey, Mo. Simply Eva said, yes, I cringed so hard. Let me tell you something. I ain't even put that in my review. I already knew. I purposely omitted that scene and that little snippet. I purposely did that because people were coming. Oh no, Misha, you missed when Jeanette. No, I didn't. Baby, you ain't gonna catch me talking nothing about no mess like that. Not on this channel. No, ma'am. I have no commentary on it. I left it completely out on purpose. I heard what she said. I just act like I didn't hear it. Like, girl, why would you say that? Get out of here with that. Are you crazy? It's Lady AP. Janelle seems like she gets mad at you for spending too much time with your kids. Girl, you know what she did say that? She said that she's what did she say? She has abandonment issues, basically. Like if you are spending time with her and then you don't spend too much time, she's like, what are you doing? Where are you? And this and that. So yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. She does seem like she would get mad if you spend too much time with your kids. Ash, thank you for the super chat. Hey girl, hey, sorry I'm late. I want to like Janelle, but something about her gives me bad vibes. That's the thing. And yes, joking about the teachers and kids is a no-no. Girl, especially in this climate. Are you crazy? Oh, Mm-mm. Listen, it was certain teachers I ain't even hang with. Baby, don't talk to me. Okay? Don't talk to me in the teacher's lounge. I'm good, honey, because something about you is creepy. Okay? And before I used to, and before I had actually got my teaching job, I used to sub. And I subbed for this gym teacher one time, and I got the most inappropriate feeling about him. When I left that class, I had to go report him to the principal, honey. The way those kids, because you know, in gym class, there are two gym teachers, and one gym teacher was absent. So I was the sub for that gym teacher. And I was watching his interaction with those children, and some of the things that he was saying was very inappropriate. And these are elementary school kids. Baby, I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I wanted to pin. I remember going in the car, calling my mama, and I was like, I just want to leave. And she was like, no, you cannot just leave. And I'm like, I just want to, like, he is making me so uncomfortable. Child, as soon as that bell rang for me to go home, baby, I went down there. I said, can I speak to the principal? And, you know, they're thinking I'm asking about a permanent sub position. Oh, no, honey, I want to report. I want to report a crime. Honey, that's what I want to do. And I went in that office and I told that lady, I said, it is something very inappropriate about this man. And so she asked me to write a statement and tell her what I saw and this and that. And I was just like, something is not right. Exactly. Mandated reporter. I am telling just in case. I know that's right. Terry said, I remember you gave us the story time on that. Creepy. Baby, I wouldn't tell on that man so good. I said, no, you're not finna, what is this? I don't like all that touching, baby. Don't touch me. Y'all, you know, why you touch body? And it was the little girl. It was just a child. It was creepy. Okay. Hey, you said, she should have said, I bet the other teachers. Yeah, exactly. That would have been good. But he would have responded the same way because he's not vain. Yep. That's what she could have said. Oh, baby, I bet them other teachers used to be all on you. Because when I tell y'all, I would have been in his homeroom every day. Excuse me, Mr. Chris. If you need anything, I'm here. My name's Misha. Okay. Anything you need, I know my way around the school like the back of my hand. And if you need a lunch date, I'm available for that as well. Baby, I would have been in his classroom every day. Do you hear me? Oh, honey. I would have been in that classroom every day. I would have been knocking. Because look, the teachers be knocking on your door, honey, for absolutely no reason. I would have been, excuse me, Chris, do you happen to have any pencil sharpeners? Oh, you don't? Okay. Honey, I would have gave him that waiting to exhale, walk away. I hope he's not watching me walk away. Oh, he's watching. Baby, I would have been there. He got after school duty and he got to be in the carpool lane. I'm down there. Okay. They're going to be like, Misha, you're not on duty today. It's okay. I'm just helping out Christopher. It's going to be okay. Baby, I'm just going to help out Chris. Oh, honey. Let me tell y'all a story time real quick. That's really a story time. Okay. Just like 2 seconds. It might not be, it might be not really a story time, but it's a story time. So let me tell y'all. So, baby, I'm minding my black-owned business one day. And I told y'all I was a sub before I was an actual teacher. So I was subbing for the school. Now, the school is right around the corner from where my mom and them live, okay? And I grew up on that side of town. So I go to said school, and I was getting all my stuff out of the car to get ready to go inside the school for the morning. You know, you got to go in. You know, you got your badge on from what school district you're working for and all this other good stuff. So I go in. I'm signing the sign-in sheet to let them know that I will be in so-and-so's class. So I'm like, where is it located? So when I say where is it located, I look to the left and I seen this fine specimen. Okay. I was like, baby, look at you. And then I was in my 20s, okay? I think I was about 27, 28, one of those. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, all the fine means is at this school, honey. So he was like, what class are you going to? And I told him I was going to this number and blah, 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 blah. So he said, okay, I can show you. I can take her there. He tells the lady in the front office, I can take her. I'm thinking to myself, you sure can take me. Take me, Big Daddy. This one I was hiding the pants, okay? So I'm like, yes, please take me, child. So he had on gym attire. So he definitely was some kind of gym teacher, coach, okay, PE, giving very much physical education. So he takes me to the class. So he's like, if you need anything, I work this lunch duty at this time and blah, 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 let me know. So I could tell he was flirting with me. And I'm just like, oh, he's cute. So I get ready to go to lunch. And this class had the lunch and the conference period put together. So I had a huge break. The break was like 2 hours long. And I was like, dang, teachers be getting 2 hour breaks? Yeah, right. When I became a teacher, I was thinking to myself, where the hell is my 2 hour break? But anywho, I was like, okay, teachers get 2 hour breaks. This is going to be my dream job. And I get the summers off. Because mind you, I was trying to get a feel if I wanted to teach and whatnot. But even when I would sub, I just fell in love with those kids. They were always so sweet to me. They were always so willing to learn. And I just love to teach. So I knew that was going to be the profession for me. So anywho, I'm in the car. Okay. Now I get in the car because I got the 2 hour lunch break. So I'm in the car just talking on the phone with my best friend. I'm like, girl, yeah, I'm just up here subbing, girl, around the corner from my mama house. I'm just talking to her or whatever. And I seen this fine guy. Y'all, I'm in the car talking to my best friend. Mind you, I'm not paying any attention because I had the seat leaned all the way back. You know how you lean the seat back so you can take a quick nap. So I leaned the seat all the way back. I'm talking to my friend. So when I sit that thing up, I look over and he was pulling in right next to me. So I was like, oh my gosh, now he knows what my car looks like or whatever. So I sit up and I could see him mouthing something, but my windows were rolled up and I had the AC on. So I rolled my window down to see what he was talking about. And he was like, have you had lunch yet? He asked me. I said, no, I haven't had lunch yet because I just went out to the car to gossip. I wasn't even hungry. So I was like, no, I haven't had lunch yet. He said, well, I'm about to go to Subway. Do you want to go? I'm like, do I want to go? Absolutely. And I don't even eat Subway, okay? So I was like, okay, I'll follow you. So he said, no, you can just get in the car with me. Now, mind y'all, he could be the killer. But I was like, this is a school. And, I'm in my early 20s, so I don't really just think everybody's a killer yet. So I'm going to go and get in the car. So, baby, I got in that car, baby. When I tell y'all he had this big, beautiful black SUV, honey, all black, everything, it smelled so good on the inside. So, baby, I open the door and I hop inside the leather seats. Boop, and I sit down real cute, honey, and cross my legs like. So I put my seatbelt on. We get to the Subway, which is like 2 seconds away from the school. We get there, we go inside. He orders his food. And so I order something. I think I ordered like 2 cookies, honey. I don't know. I didn't even want anything. I just wanted to go with him. So he was like, well, whatever you want, I'll pay for it. So I said, oh, okay, thank you. So I get the cookies or whatever the hell it is I ordered, child. I don't even remember. Sit down, start talking to him. Y'all, when I tell y'all, we had so much in common. We had so much in common. We were around the same age. He grew up in the same area as I did. We had mutual friends that we did not even know that we had. I mean, it was just a good time. So needless to say, we continued talking. It was time to go back to the school. So I get out of his car and I get back in my car because I'm finna, do whatever, and sit there and talk because I still have a long time before it's time for me to be back in the thing. So I see this lady walking past, but I'm not really thinking nothing of it. I'm just like, okay, she walking past, she finna go to her class. Y'all tell me why I went through the entire day. Now, mind you, he did ask me for my number and we went out on a date 3 times after that. But I had to cut him off because I'll tell y'all right in a minute. So I get ready to leave for the day and I get ready to sign myself out and just let him know I'm leaving. The lady in the front office gonna say that the AP would like to talk to me, assistant principal. And I'm like, what the AP want to talk to me for? She gonna tell me that I was fraternizing and I was fraternizing with the other teachers and that's like frowned upon. It's forbidden or whatever. And I'm like, since when teachers talking is forbidden? Since when us going to lunch together is forbidden? Like, what the hell? So I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I said, he just asked me if I had lunch and I went with him, sorry about that or whatever. So she was like, oh, no, it's fine. I just wanted to let you know if you were ever to sub here again. And I'm like, okay. So I leave. He calls me later on that night and I tell him what the AP said. He said, I already know what that was. Y'all, why this lady went and told on me, the lady that walked past his car, because she had some kind of crush on him, honey. They got some kind of involvement, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward like a few months. Now, we done went on 3 dates. Okay, I done been in his house. He done cooked for me. Like, we have been on dates, grown people dates. Do you hear me? And he had a very nice apartment, too. It was so nice. So we went on dates and everything. I ended up subbing at the school again. We were staying away from each other, even though we were semi-dating. You know, we were kind of dating, but not really dating. But we talked all the time. So I'm in the classroom minding my business, and it's time for the break. So when I come out to go on the break, I see him talking to that lady that told on me. So I texted him, and I was like, why are you talking to that lady? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just asking him, like, what the hell's going on? Like, you said the woman liked you and this and that and that and this. Y'all, tell me why them people was in a relationship the whole time. This woman went and told on me. He told me that he was never in anything with this woman, but this woman liked him. She was crazy. She was always coming to the gym. She was doing this, she was doing that. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, why didn't she come over and say that she was your girlfriend when she saw me getting out of your car? This is what I'm thinking. But my brother put me up on game. And he was like, oh, he talked his way out of that. I mean, that's a simple one. He talked his way out of it. Basically, him and that woman were together. They were an actual couple. He was talking to me and taking me out on dates. And it was tripping me out because over the span of maybe 5 months, like this was going on for 5 months, we only went on 3 dates. And I was just like, how we only went on 3 dates in 5 months? But I wasn't thinking anything of it really because I was busy. He was busy. I was working 2 jobs. He was doing this. He was doing after school programs and all kinds of stuff. So I really wasn't thinking about it. So after all was said and done, and yes, we did have the sexuals, Katie. Okay, it was good too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Baby, it was good too. I wouldn't take it back. Okay, I would not damn take it back. But anywho, I'm just wondering why we only went on 3 dates or whatever. And come to find out, him and the lady was together the whole time, child. And she went down there and told the principal on me. So needless to say, I never went back to that school because they have like, when you're a sub, you can see what schools are available and what people, where they need you to fill in. Child, I used to see that school all the time before I became a real teacher. And I was like, no, denied, declined. And he still work at that school to this day. Okay. Because before the panorama hit, I'm just minding my Black-owned business and whatnot. And so I was talking to a mutual friend. Now, mind you, this is back when I'm 27. Now I'm 38 at this point. So I was talking to a mutual friend and she starts going off about how, one of her friends made her mad because she was on her way to a wedding and she didn't tell her that she couldn't do this and she couldn't do that. And I was like, oh, who's getting married? Y'all, why was him getting married? Baby, I wonder if he married that lady. It was him getting married. And I said to my friend, I said, girl, how do you know him? Now, mind you, she a teacher friend. She a friend, but not a friend. She's like a coworker friend. So I said, girl, how do you know him? She said, girl, he used to date one of my friends. I said, girl, I used to date him. Okay. He hit it, he quit it. He hit it, he quit it, and then he broke me off. Girl, I used to date him too. I dated him too, honey. Shout out to Go Shay. So I'm like, I dated him too. And she was like, yeah, girl, he getting married this weekend. And my friend is going to the wedding and she didn't tell me and we supposed to have plans and this and this and this. I said, girl, not that man getting married. So I don't know if he marrying that lady or what. But child, I ain't gonna never forget that baby. He was so fine. Do you hear me? And it didn't take him long to look my way, honey. Shorty swing my way. Honey, he swung my way as soon as he saw I was missing and confused and could not figure out how to get to this classroom. And see, when I think back on it now that I'm older, he probably be doing that with all the women. As soon as a cute sub come in there, he'd be like, oh, I can take her to the class. He'd probably be hanging out in that front office waiting, just waiting to take one of them innocent women to their classrooms and then take them down to the subway and buy them cookies and drinks and then get them in the car and then tell them how cute they are and how good they smell, lay them down. And then the next thing you know, his evil wife goes to the front office and tells on you. That's how he's doing. I know that's how he Child, I ain't gonna never forget it. Oh, I ain't gonna never forget that, honey. That man sure did, baby. He took me down, honey. He took me down. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, see, I could have been here sitting here like I was a good girl. Like, no, I didn't sleep with him. Why would I do that? I absolutely did. Okay. And did. And did. And it was good. Okay. It was good. But at the same time, like, why are you gonna take me only on 3 dates? Like, if you're gonna be cheating, honey, and at least take me on 5 or 6 dates. Child, I was oblivious. Child, I used to be. I just don't even know, y'all. That's why now when I look at these shows, honey, I can tell when it's a fool because I have always been in some foolishness. That's why now I just want to sit still. I don't want to live with a man. I don't want to do none of that. But anywho, that's a story time. That's really a story time. Now back to Janelle, because I think we almost done. As far as Janelle is concerned, now I'm gonna go all the way left and then come back over here. As far as Janelle is concerned, I think she might be trouble as the season goes on. I really do. And I gave y'all that story time because she said that about him being a teacher. And then, hey, you said she should have said, I bet the other teachers. And that made me think of when I, went out with this fine gym teacher. So, yeah. Miss 86 Hazel Eyes said, Misha said he was cheating, but not cheating. Baby, he was definitely cheating. But I mean, I didn't know. I would have never voluntarily entered the cheat. Like, I would have never said, oh, I would like to be a part. Hell no. I would have been like, boy, if you don't go. But see, I didn't know. And he hid it so well. I went to his house. Okay, but when you're in your 20s, you don't know, child. You be going any old well. But I went to his house and I didn't see any signs of life. I mean, she probably had her own place, but I didn't know. But yeah, child, honey. But at least I got me a little something. At least I got me a little something, honey. That man know he was fine, honey. Watch me eat up cookies and stuff, knowing he had a woman. And that woman went and told on me, honey, could have took my $50 for the day. Because they don't be paying subs and nothing, honey. I think I was getting $75 a day. Could have took my 75, honey, trying to stick me for my 77, honey. Trying to take my $75. Girl, don't do that. Okay, so moving on, y'all. All right, outside of that, we have Katarina, the wild card. What do y'all think about Katarina? Now, I had to get this picture from her Instagram because she didn't have promo pictures like the rest of the people. I think Katarina is not going to like any of these guys, really. This is just my impression. She might. I don't think she's going to like any of the guys for real. It almost gives me there to promote my business and my beauty bar. And I am Katarina. Hear me roar. She's a very pretty lady. Seems really nice. I don't think she's going to get along well with these women, honey. As soon as Janelle see a child, it's probably gonna be a fool. And yeah, there's that. I just don't know. Douglas said he was praying on you, and your fast tail self fell right into the bed. I sure did, Douglas. Legs to the sky, child. Lanice said she's like a Barbie doll in this pic. Very striking. She does look like a Barbie doll, doesn't she? All her pictures look like that. And y'all tell me why. I'm going to be messy real quick. Tell me why I went on to her Instagram right to get this picture. Because I was like, I don't have a picture of Katarina. Why Tommy all in the comment section? Mind you, her Instagram is stunning. Okay, all of her pictures look, child, they look Vogue worthy. Okay, on the Instagram. Why Tommy in the comment section talking about welcome to the show? Tommy, you ain't got to welcome her to no show in no comment section, sir. She done already been welcomed when she came on the scene. What are you saying? Tommy, don't make me watch you now. I said, not welcome to the show. You ain't never said that to nobody else. I can just hear Tommy now. Oh, Katarina, welcome to the show. Don't worry about that, Tommy. I said, not Tommy being in her comment section. Baby, this right here is a fool. So anywho, yeah, he was in her comment section, y'all. Exactly, Keisha, and he ain't fooling me. I was like, what is happening? AW said Katarina, aka Sydney from the previous. She is strikingly beautiful. Nikisha said she looks like Ryan. She sure does look like Ryan Destiny. Baby Hustler 09 said I didn't watch the last episode. She is gorgeous. Oh, baby, she stepped on the scene like ta-da. I am here. And they felt a little threatened. Those girls that actually did meet her, they were kind of giving her the side eye, like, where did you come from? Like, what? Lanice said Tommy is smitten with a woman every season, just like, oh, yes. He loved him some Cynthia. And baby, he was in that comment talking about, welcome to the show. I'm like, welcome to the show. Okay, Tommy. Mm-hmm. Fun size Jim says she's pretty, but to me, she's not all that. I just don't see it. Filters are MF. Listen, you're right. Filters are. But I went on when I was on her Instagram. I actually looked at her at her videos because you can filter a video, but not really filter a video. And I was like, okay, she still looks about the same on there because I said the same thing. You got to watch them filters, honey, because they'll get you. They'll get you. Another round said Kat is serving Naomi Campbell in this picture, ain't she? Baby Tommy was like, oh, let me go over here and say hello to her. I'm like, where your wife at? Over here saying hello to her. Kendra was shooketh. Baby, Kira, you mean Kira. When she came in there, Kira's like, oh, hey. Okay, I thought it was just gonna be me, but there's several other people. Girl, you'll be fine. The filters on the Instagram pictures. Misty said, Tommy better not be testing the water, child. When I saw him in that comment section, I mean, it could have been innocent, but y'all know I had to be messy for just a minute. And I was just like, what? Okay, what you doing down here? We'll see who she falls for or if she decides to give anybody a chance because I don't really see it. I don't really see her. These men, she might get with Chris. Two wild cards getting together. That would be a plot twist. Mm-hmm. Yeah, check it out, Fun Size Jim, and tell me what you think. Check it out. Kesha said she was serving America's Next Top Model as soon as she stepped on the scene. Okay. And this right here is giving, you want to be on top? Child is giving you want to be on top, honey. Okay, that's a good question. Miss 86 Hazel Eyes said, who do y'all think will couple up? I think that Chris and Jessica will be something. I think that Aries and it could be Aries and Philip or Aries and Marie. I know Marie wants Jessica, but I don't think Jessica wants him. I think Chris he might go to Katarina or either he might gravitate toward he might gravitate to Janelle. I mean, they went on that date and he said he liked her, but I just don't see that. She seems like his aunt. I didn't like the aesthetic when the two of them were together. She seemed so much older than him. Oh, speaking of that, now I knew I wasn't crazy because they were trying to make me think I was crazy in them comments. The reason why I said that he and Janelle went to high school together is because that's what he said. I rewatched it today, y'all. He got in that lounge. Now, mind you, I don't know their ages yet because this is just the third episode. He got in the lounge and he said to Tommy, yeah, and we got a lot of stuff in common. Me and her went to the same high school at the same time and didn't even know it. I'm like, okay, either A, you don't know your age, you're really 43 instead of 34, or either you didn't really go to that high school and you just talking, or Janelle is younger than she's saying. Somebody's confused. Because I was like, what is going on? I was like, okay, because I really felt so stupid. I was like, dang, I got a lot of stuff wrong in this review. No, y'all were wrong. Well, not y'all, but whoever commented that, y'all were wrong because that's exactly what he said. He said, we went to the same high school together and didn't at the same time and didn't even know it. And I was like, okay, that's where I got that from. But anywho, somebody's confused and I don't know who it is. Okay, I really don't. Another round said, I see Christopher and Aries together. Do you? I don't see Chris with Aries. I don't know why. I just don't. Brandy said, Misha said an hour. 2 hours later, we're still here getting into it. Is it 2 hours later? I gotta go. No wonder I started to get sleepy, child. I took that medicine before I got on this live, honey. I was wondering why them eyes getting low. Sister Girl on Film said maybe he was the security guard. Honey, he had to be something, child. Was he a sub at the time and she was a sub and they went to high school? I don't know what was going on. M. Cherie said a woman wouldn't make herself older, so Chris is probably older. Yeah, because no, I said she must be younger than she's saying. But yeah, then that would mean that she made herself older because it's saying that she's 41 and he's 34. So there's no possible way on earth that you could have went to high school at the same time. I was like, what is Chris talking about? Honey, you're lying so much you don't even know what you're lying about. Boy, be quiet. So anywho, then we have Chris. Now, this is the picture that I found of Chris. This is from his Instagram because, like I said, I could not find a picture of him, a promo picture. I couldn't find one. Deleted account says, in my mind, Misha sounds like Aries looks. You think so? Uh-uh. You think so? Paragon said, it's okay. We about to be here for another hour while Misha tells us another story. No, I'm not going to tell another story time. We're at the end. This is Chris 2.0, the wild card. Okay, so what y'all think about Chris? Oh, baby. Fun size Jim, baby. Say it again for the people in the back. Oh, girl. Belicious said, unless she got held back a lot, girl, a lot. Okay. Child, they held her back every single grade, middle school too. I was like, what? Kesha said, that man is on the show. I swear I have never seen him. Baby, let me tell y'all something. He came up on that show being all modest, and I'm from Mississippi by way of Texas, Texas by way of Mississippi. I come from humble beginnings. I like the country time lemonade. Baby, when I went to that Instagram, woo! Baby, that Instagram said, I want to make love in this club. Baby, when I went to that Instagram, I said, oh my gosh. Child, I was just trying to pick one little old picture so I can get on the live. Baby, I went over there. I ain't see Tommy over there welcoming him to the club. Tommy, where you at? We got to welcome Chris to the show. Child, when I went over there and I seen Christopher looking how he was looking, I said, baby, right. AW said, Chris is giving actor. That's it. Yeah, he is happy. He's just happy to be in the mix, child. Lil Baby said, I can see Chris being 39. Ready to Love does have his age at 33. Yeah, and then he's like, I'm 34. Child, he don't even remember the lie. Chris don't know how to lie good. That's the thing that's going on. Because now that you said that, it makes sense. He probably is 39. Girl. He probably 39. The screen says 33. He said 34. Janelle is 41. Y'all use them as lottery numbers. 35, 47. Child, put them as lottery numbers. Oh, honey. 39, 33, 34, 41. Do. 45, 47. Child, honey. This don't make no damn sense. Hold on. Let me go up. Marsha said, Misha, you just fast. Girl, I ain't fast, though. I really am not. I am a very good girl these days. Do you hear me? Okay, I don't be paying no attention to nobody's means. Honey, I be minding my own business. But Chris just struck me for some reason. I don't normally get struck. But if he is 39, that's good because I'm 40. Because at first I was like, if you're 34, baby, ain't nothing I could do with you, honey. But just look at you. But honey, if you're down in Texas and you don't get a match. I mean, I'm available. Okay, because I ain't doing nothing on Tuesday. I'm just saying. But you know what? Judging from that Instagram, this man does not have any problems finding a woman. That's how I knew this was some BS. If y'all go look at that Instagram right now, y'all will be like, why is this man on this show? Why? There's no reason for Chris to be on this show. I want to find somebody because, I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I want to find somebody to match my happiness. Chris, you're acting. You're not looking for a woman because you don't have a hard time finding a woman. Okay, so stop it. Okay, just stop. Simply Eva said, I don't know how they cast, but they definitely tried to cast my 24-year-old brother. Girl, now that's some tea. 20, I don't think I've ever seen anybody that young. What did he say? Miss Bug said, Misha, you stupid. I have had fun these 2 hours. Girl, okay. We be getting into it. Christine said, I imagine you as Lisa Ray by the way you speak. He is handsome. He is so handsome. I don't know what they're saying about his hair. I don't see nothing wrong with his hair. They just hating. Lexi said, Chris is nice looking, but something about his looks give me shaggy. It wasn't me. Yeah, this picture does give me shaggy. You right. Let me see. If you go to his Instagram, okay? Because y'all know I got it already pulled up, okay? So just 1 second. Just 1 second. Oh my goodness, honey. Baby, I have not seen a man on Ready to Love that made me look at them like Christopher, honey, because it's hard for me to be interested. Okay, it really is. You have to genuinely be a nice man. And I think he's a nice guy, but I also think he's acting as well. But yeah, see, I should have chose the one where he was actually smiling because there's another picture that he took July 17th, and he's smiling, and it looks more like what he looks like on the show. This right here is giving model, thirst trap, fall up in my DMs. That's what this is giving. But the other picture is giving wholesome, down home, hangs out with the family on Sunday. That's what it's giving. Mm-hmm. He's in security, right? He's young, but he can securitize me, whatever that means. Baby, lock me up, honey. He can use them handcuffs, you hear me? But yeah, I don't know if he is security, honey. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Because judging from this thing right here, he's a modeler. I'm like, are you a modeler or are you in security? Like, what are you? Because I'm looking at his Instagram and I'm just trying to figure out what exactly do you do? It's a lie all the way around, honey. They pick Chris and he don't know how to lie, child. It's just a fool. It just ain't making no sense. But yeah, I don't know if he's in security because judging from this thing, I don't see it. Hey, Measy. Measy said, I think you are a Chronicle Speaks. You and Chronicle Speaks could be related just by your voices. Y'all both like to cut up. You know what? My mama told me that because she loves Chronicle Speaks channel. And as soon as I started my channel, she said, they're going to mistake you for this lady. And I'm like, what lady? And she was like, I watched this channel called Chronicle Speaks. And I started watching it ever since then. And once when I first started and I was doing a Married at First Sight review, somebody had sent her channel to me and they said, is this you? And I said, no, I only have one channel. They were like, y'all sound just alike. I'm like, we do? And then her intro definitely makes you think that would be me. When she was like, I ain't the one to gossip, but I will spill the tea. I'm like, girl, you know what? We could be sisters. GB said, Miss Misha, this live got me through taking out my braids. Thank you for all the stories. Also, Janelle is supposedly selling Mean Girl merch, according to Chloe, another reviewer. Oh, Chloe said that she's selling Mean Girl. It wouldn't be no different than Red over there selling Thought Job hoodies. Red, we don't even know you, bro. We don't even know you. You're acting insulted, but you're selling merch. Boy, go away. Just get lost, honey. Just get lost. Marsha said, Misha said he all hers. Wait a minute, what? He ain't mine. I don't want that man. I don't want no man that be thirst trapping on the gram, honey. I ain't got time to be fighting with no heifers. Y'all can have him, child. Savannah said, watching from Jamaica, I look forward to your reviews each week. You go, girl. Great job. Thank you, Savannah. That's such a pretty name. That's how Kenya was pronouncing Savannah in Atlanta. She was like, Savannah. Carol said, Katarina is gorgeous with a banging body. She's there as a filler to compete, but there's no one there for her. That's what I think, too. That's what I think, too. That's what I think. Yvette said, he's a good-looking guy. I can see him going to the end. Yeah, I can, too. Taylor said, Red is up, girl. Ain't he cringy? Oh, it's giving corn on the cob. It's giving corn succotash, honey. It's giving, child, oh, it's just corny, honey. Oh, all the way around, child. Just, Douglas said, oh, boy gives actor B or C rated actor. He gonna hit Tubi if he don't do nothing else. Stush said, he was on Being Mary Jane and The Hangover. Was he? I used to love Being Mary Jane. I don't remember him. I'm gonna add that show to my throwback channel. Listen, y'all, we're about to wrap this live up. If you have not already, please subscribe to my throwback channel. If you're on this live, let me see if I can get the link and put it in the chat. Let's see. So yeah, that pretty much sums up the cast. For now, I don't know who I can really just see together. I probably should have made a diagram of who I thought would be a couple. I'm going to do that next time we do our live for next week. So this episode that comes on tomorrow, we're going to meet back here and discuss. Not this Saturday because I already, have things going on. So we're going to do it again next Thursday. So next Thursday night at 8, come back here and let's discuss the episode that goes off tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We are going to do that. My medicine's kicking in, honey. I'm starting to tell y'all story times I ain't supposed to be telling people, and I got to go. I got to go, honey. I done told y'all about the gym teacher, the crooked cop. Honey, I'm looking at Chris's Instagram, child. He keeps staring at me. Let him go, child. Let me put him down, honey. Get out of here, Chris. Chris staring, honey, by way of Mississippi down the street in Texas. Honey, I'm about to get on the I-10 and go 45 and end up in Dallas and see what I was doing. Tommy's he and Katarina's Instagram comments. Child, it's just too much going on. It's just too much going on, honey. It's just too much going on. So let me get y'all the link for the throwback channel. I am now reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta of yesteryear and Flavor of Love, starting from season 1. There's already one review up from season 2, but I'm going to start at season 1 and work my way up through season 2, and we're going to end over there. I'm also going to add Being Mary Jane because I did not know he was on that show. Okay, so now I got to review it. Okay, I got to do it. Hold on, let me get this link for y'all, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. Thank y'all for hanging with me for 2 hours and 20 minutes when it was supposed to be a 2-hour live. Okay, one of these days I will learn to shut the hell up. All right, let's see. Okay, it's just so hard for me, y'all. It's just really so hard for me. I really be trying. I just be trying, y'all. I just really can't get it. Okay, I'm gonna copy this and put it in the oh yeah, and I will add Martin. I got you, Omar. Okay. Okay, that's a good idea, Lady AP. I'm gonna do that on the second channel. She said make a Flavor of Love live. Okay, yeah. Okay, that'll be good. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me for this live so we could get acquainted with the cast. Now that I know how y'all feel about everybody, the next live that we do after we watch the episode, we will come back here to discuss. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe if you are part of the replay gang. Thank you for joining me and making it to this point because we just been talking, child. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Night, night, y'all. Thank y'all for the super chats and the cash apps. Yes, Paragon, I have a Patreon. Check in the link in the description of the video. Bye, y'all.